Hello.
There's a
Oh, wow.
secret door hidden behind the panels.
There we go. Hello, everyone. Sorry. I think that's the longest I've had the starting soon screen up for, but I had to run to the bathroom. Hello, everyone. Hope you all doing well. Hope you all doing well. We're playing Disco Elysium again today. I'm still on the fence whether or not I like this game or not, but I hope that after today's session, I will either definitely like this game or I don't know, just be okay with it. Because I don't hate it. I don't hate it. It's just that I'm not super drawn into it yet. Hello, Scolopendra, WJJW, Sand L, G Felix. You all doing well? Let's continue. I think I just finished speaking to the boss guy, and we've reconnected with the world. So I can get back to exploring and investigating things. Also, guys, I bought a mouse pad. I don't know if I ever mentioned it, but this entire time I've been using a magazine, which is why in some games my screen just flicks up and down like crazy and spins around sometimes. But I have a mouse pad now. This is my first time using it too, so we'll see how this works. I've never owned a mouse pad before, but I decided it was time. Let's talk to her. She was really nice. Yes, welcome to Chill Vibes, the game. We sit back and relax and we listen.
How are things? Of course. Where to?
I probably asked her about all this
What
already,
do you
didn't
mean?
I?
Yes, sir.
Revachol.
District of Martinez.
He knows where we are. He just wants directions.
There's the pier, the Cape Side apartment buildings, some more tenements. Not a lot, really. The harbor gates, some kind of commotion.
I just realized I
think.
don't have the stream
I
working
don't
properly
follow
on
the
my
local
phone.
Politics. A fleet store too.
There we go. Congrats on a huge quality of life improvement. Oh, the mouse pad.
Some shops and a bridge. The canal bridge leads to the coast, but it's broken, I think. Some kind of accident, probably.
And I've actually been making some good progress on my quarantine review video. I counted the pages I'd been writing so far. I'm in the final stretch, I think. I should hopefully finish writing it this week and then have it edited next week. I'm really hoping I can get it out in a manageable time frame before the month ends.
Just coast. There's a little fishing village there and a fish market.
But anyway,
that got closed down ages ago.
I love talking over other people. Oh, the voices!
Where silvery fish were heaped on newspapers. Water, water everywhere, pouring from the heavens in the shadow of the old church.
I love when the voices chime in.
I don't know. The abandoned kind? It used to gather every spring, but there's nothing to do there now. Just drug addicts. It's just water. No, actually, I think they call it the Martinez Inlet. There are some islands in the bay, but they're hard to reach.
In the west is the miracle.
The miracle?
No problem.
Why does she still have this above her? Oh, the street sign. Fuck the police. Hell yeah. Anyway, I realized that I'm up to, I think it was either 15 or 17 pages written so far for my review, but keep in mind that I write in a really big font because it's just easier for me to read because I have poor eyesight. And I also have all the letters in bold. So it's 17 pages or 15 pages, I forget which one. Some great tectonic forces cracked the pavement like an eggshell of really big writing. So it could be like half of that. An ancient fountain doesn't pump water anymore. It's a tree in it. What was I supposed to do? I kind of want to do this borscht stuff. How do I look at my quests? Borscht. We didn't do this. Find smokes and smoke them. You need to get your hands on some cigarettes. I want to actually complete some quests this stream. I didn't complete anything last stream. Get your hands on some cigarettes. And then smoke them for their massive bonuses. Find a pack, put it in your hand, equip in the held slot in the inventory. Is this the inventory? I think it said that there was a store where I could get some cigarettes from. I don't remember where that store was, though. Do you know where the store is, sir?
I am a gander and a hunter and a gatherer. Feel like a traveler from another planet. Hey there.
I am the law.
You sure are, my man.
What's going on here?
It's the jam, my man.
What's the jam?
It's a traffic jam for the ages. Harbor gates up the street are shut tight. No explanation given. Workers on strike, scabs agitating, an all-around clusterfuck. Meanwhile, we're all stuck here in long-haul limbo for days upon days upon days. Upon days.
Limbo, huh? So that's where I am.
Yeah, exactly.
So how long have you been here?
Feels like forever. Like I was born on this here roundabout and this was all I ever knew. Just me and the metal and the tires, the oil and the fumes of mazout.
Extravagantly phrased, but I can roll with it.
Yeah, imagine. It's been a whole week already.
Behind the laugh, however, a touch of sorrow.
So tell me, what do you need?
Oh, I went to the right man. Got any smokes on you?
Nope, don't smoke.
Guess I didn't.
Some of the other drivers do, though. There's still a few around, waiting for the jam to disperse. Or waiting for the sweet release of death.
Yup, nothing wrong with that statement. Your senses have nothing to add. You left the ask around elsewhere.
Guess I'll ask around then.
You could also check the kiosk down the street. Frit. With 3 T's. Rebishaw's
Oh.
weird.
Okay, down the street, I can maybe get some smokes. Care to spare some change for working stiff?
Huh? Oh. No, I ain't got any money. They don't want to pay for unfinished work.
They who?
The bosses, man.
Makes sense. First work. I don't know who these bosses think they are, but that sounds like a good arrangement for them.
Yeah, it sure ain't good for me. Or you. I'd spare a coin or two for a city cop down in his luck. If I had saved 4 myself.
Tell me more about this strike. Yeah, we're only now learning about the strike, even though I spoke to the,
It's like
I don't know, the big guy.
whatever's going on over at the docks. Workers got a blockade set up, making demands. No way in or out.
What's the union demanding?
Some pretty wild stuff, I hear. Like a giant new power crane in half the company? I forget what exactly. Good on them, I guess. I've heard talk there's a company rep in town, too. Like a strike negotiator type. They'd know what's up. Precise demands and so on.
I forget, was the guy I spoke to up in that office the strike leader, or was he the head of the company? That's like the whole point of the strike is opposing him.
Ah, yes, from the Wild Pines. We'll meet her soon enough, I'm sure.
I think he runs the company, so the strike's against him. What do you think the company wants?
They want to keep that money flowing in, my man. Ka-ching.
Anything else I should know?
Anything else? Yeah, this ain't really my area of expertise. I just do my job and get paid. I have things to do and places to be. All of us do.
All who?
Us lorry drivers. Camionneurs. You still hang around here waiting for this mess to end. Most have scurried off somewhere to get drunk or high. Or laid. Not that I blame them, really.
Everett is the strike leader? Yeah, Everett was the big guy, right? We haven't met company representative yet. Okay. I'm also just getting done with my pathologic fic. 10 pages that need editing. 1 second I love it, the other I hate it. Yeah, I suck when it comes to writing. The longest parts of me working on videos is always the script writing. Not you.
Not my thing. Chasing transient pleasures is a drag these days. I prefer the examined life now. Thinking, reflecting, observing.
What's better than chasing transient pleasures?
The voices!
The more transient, the better. When one's ended, you can get onto the next one.
Yes, I'm supposed to be investigating this hanged man. Smokes are a priority, though. Know anything about the dead man, the one hanging behind the hostel there?
He ain't one of us drivers. I know that. All accounted for. Otherwise, I haven't really asked about that. Been wasting time right here. Keep him busy.
Busy with what?
Analyzing the fundamental structural and psychological conditions of being stranded in the midst of a sea of motor lorries and their sad, despondent chauffeurs.
Wait, what?
Nothing. I'm just messing with you, man. Don't mind my idle verbosity.
What are you hauling, anyway?
Oh, high-grade narcotics, illegal firearms, stuff like that.
Time to arrest him.
Oh, authority. Okay, and what are you actually hauling? That sounded sarcastic. Surely he's not actually.
Can't even get a few jokes past you, my man. I've got another haul of found cargo. Mostly sporting goods, tracksuits, and that kind of thing. They usually get shipped to Grodd in the Occident. Though we've been making headway in the Il Moran market lately.
Can I get one of those Phalan tracksuits you're hauling?
We're pals and all, but I can't just freely hand out the merchandise. The bosses won't be happy.
So nothing illegal then?
Not unless they've illegalized sports equipment while I was on the road.
That's your machine behind you?
This rockin' beauty. Sure is. Like a rash you can't get rid of. You interested in heavy-duty cargo machinery?
Yeah, those lorries are pretty neat.
Neat. For carrying large quantities of cargo a long distance. These found tracksuits need to find their way to the kids way out in Wamrau and Loran Bird somehow.
There it is again. A little touch of sadness beneath his cool. He thinks he's spent too long in this lorry.
Right, I had another question.
The man taps his fingers rhythmically against his arm.
Empathy. What do you see in his eyes?
Ease into
No!
it. Don't go too far. This seems like a personal matter.
My man! I want to know about your soul!
You really are the law, aren't you? I get that being bluntly observant and inquisitive comes with the territory, but it certainly doesn't help with your conversational skills, does it?
What do you mean? I'd open up to a guy who just yelled that at me.
Just like that, he slips out of your reach. It is possible the yelling didn't help.
Whoops. Put points into empathy? Do I have a point? I have 1 point. Is it worth wasting here? I'll save the points. Okay, goodbye.
Don't be a stranger.
I got smokes divine.
Hey, psst.
Who, me?
Yes, you. Word on the street is you're ready to start building communism again.
Again?
Yes, you're ready to start building communism again. You've built it before. They've built it before. Hasn't really worked out yet. But neither has love. Should we just stop building love, too?
What's everyone talking about? Here we go. Can't argue with that.
So, what about all that communism you've promised to build? Word on the street is you've woken up from 1,000 years of slumber, promising to erect a version of communism.
We're doing communism.
Many times greater than any attempted before. Is that true?
How come there's word on the street?
You keep saying things like, down with the bourgeoisie, eat the rich, sodomize the landowners, impale all people who have more than 25 real in their pocket, literally murder all human beings regardless of their political beliefs. That kind of stuff.
I haven't said anything like that.
Okay, Not in so many words, but don't deny it. You're about to rip off that mask of social democracy and reveal the monstrous seven-eyed lamb of global communism that will devour and masticate mankind.
I'm very confused what's going on here.
Everyone can see that. So tell me, do you have any questions before we fire up the big communism builder? Or do we get right down to it?
Wait, first, what's this communism even about? Opt in, opt out? Excuse me? What kind of a decision am I about to make?
Failure. It's about failure.
Failure?
Yes, abject failure. Total, irreversible defeat on all fronts. Absolutely vanquished, beaten, curb stomped and pissed on. Until you came along. You will reverse the fortune of the workers of the world. You alone, against every living thing, against every human alive. 800 trillion real in the hands of an impossibly well-organized ruling class. Towering city blocks of bankmen who have the ears of prime ministers. Million-headed armies of nations and the love of your own mother. You against the atom, the charm and the spin, where the whole world failed. Matter failed to bend to
I don't know, I'm
human
feeling like a
will.
communist. I might opt
Human
into the
will
communism.
failed to get out of bed and tie its laces. You alone, single-handedly, will rebuild the dreams of the working class. You are the last communist. Now get to work, comrade.
Comrade. It's too tiring. I don't have it in me. Alright, we're building up communism. I don't know what I'm agreeing to. I don't really get it. Roll up your sleeves and start building communism.
Oh yeah, get the firing squads and the animal wagons ready.
Wait, what firing squads? You didn't say anything about those.
Too late to back out now. You can't make an omelette without breaking a few million eggs.
Roll up your sleeves further and breathe in the pristine air. Oop. Oh, I got a new thingy that I can internalize. Masovian socioeconomics. I never understood what this does. It's a problem though. People think communism was some crazy idea that had its comeuppance 40 years ago. A fever that shook the world, never to return again. They were right. Until he woke up today, a spiritual corpse, responsive only to the call of Commodore Red. Prostitutes and Kras Mazov. For him, communism is still a thing. He will single-handedly raise the commune of O2 from the oceanic trench where it had been resting, covered in ghosts and seaweeds. He's the big communism builder. Come witness his attempt to rebuild communism in the year 51. It defines you, brother, comrade. But what's the bonus? I get that internalizing them gives you the bonus, but the bonus is negative. Temporary research bonus? I haven't been researching anything, so this doesn't seem useful to me. Temporary ideas that when internalized gets to something else? Well, let's internalize communism. It's at 0%. Wait, did I never internalize Hobocop? I didn't. Oh, so I need to play for 4 hours to get the full effect from this? I thought I internalized Hobocop. You get a diff bonus when you finish them. Bonuses are hidden until you internalize. Okay. So you take the negative thing for this few hours. And then you get rewarded. It's good to be a communist and a Hobocop. Now where was that? Goods from Lori Havardly littered the surroundings. Is it 4 hours in-game, though? Yeah, I'm sure it is. Do you have any smokes? Is this where I've been directed to?
Welcome to Rivachal.
Racist! Announces the rotund man. The remark isn't addressed to you, it's addressed to the lieutenant. Why are you addressing my partner like that?
Don't you welcome to Revacholmi. My grandfather came here from a 3,000-year-old racist isolationist culture, while your ancestors came to this island a mere 300 years ago. Every school of thought and government has failed in the city, but I love it nonetheless. It belongs to me as much as it belongs to you.
What's happening? You sound angry, kid. You tell him. You tell him!
It's men like you who keep Revachol divided, making it that much harder for everyone to climb out of this post-war limbo.
So we are in a limbo.
Oh, come on, man. I just said, welcome to Rivachol. It's a lorry driver thing.
I know exactly what you meant. You think my kind doesn't belong here, that I should watch myself and behave. But you see, I'm an officer of the RCN. It's actually my job to make sure you behave. I would advise you to remember that.
Silence. The air between them becomes tense. Your partner needs backup. Now's your moment to shine.
Give the lieutenant a punch on the shoulder? I think we all learned something here. Fucking A, Kim, I've got your back.
You two make a cute couple. You know that?
Was that? I don't know.
The lieutenant exhales and resumes his regular calmness.
Now that that's settled, we have a couple questions.
Whatever you say, officers.
I found this mug in the racist mug. Is it yours?
Oh man, that's great. Look at that guy go. Haven't seen anything that funny in a while.
Is it yours?
God damn. Thanks for that, but no, it's not mine.
What was that argument all about?
It's about biological determinism, natural law, the sorting of the races. Not the most popular topic nowadays, with the coalition in charge and all. You might want to change the topic. That is, bury your head under the sand like common sheep.
Change the topic. The way he says it makes it almost sound like a threat.
Oh, so you're just a racist. Makes sense.
I'm not just racist. Look, I've read books. Huh? The science of racial theory has all been proved, even if some people don't want to accept it. People who've studied these things say that you and me are superior by design. So,
Yikes.
naturally, we Occidentals should be in charge. Obviously, you can see the merits in that.
Jump ahead? Well, right. I've already made up my mind. Want to hear it?
Oh?
Huh? Yeah, I think I can get down with racism. Is that another thought to internalize? Yeah, I'm not down with this. Why don't you go fuck yourself?
Don't push your luck, runt.
Most able-bodied men. What is this thought? Does a thought... Oh no, they're much hunkier than you, the able-bodied men magazine. You shouldn't feel threatened by handsome men. Don't be silly. Can we fight?
Looking for something, runt?
I'm not asking him for a smoke. Is this the store? Reet? Guys, what was the button to highlight things? Right click. There we go. What's this?
You see several packaged raincoats fill a low shelf beneath a display of croissants and juice bottles. The raincoats are transparent, except for the big Fritta slogan on the back.
Do I have money? I kind of want a raincoat. What's that?
What is what? it's a raincoat.
I love her. I love her already.
If you want to buy one, then it's only 4 real.
I think I have that. Oh, this is my Royale, isn't it? I can afford it.
Here you go.
Thank you. Is there other things to buy? I need to smoke. Damn it, I wasted my money.
The tear machine stands in the corner. A sign says 1 bottle equals 10 cents.
What is this machine?
Oh, that's the tear machine.
Yeah, but what is it?
It's a machine for tear. You know, you find tear outside, like bottles or whatever, and put it in the machine, then it gives you money.
I see, and how do I pick up tear for the tear machine?
You need a bag, I guess. We used to have some, but we gave them all out, so... Feel free to use it if you find a bag, though. I'm sure there are some out there. Somewhere.
Wait, tear? So it's a recycling machine for bottles? Okay, let me talk to her. I need to get the smokes before I waste money doing more things.
Welcome to Frit. Feel free to look around or something. Everything is out on the shelves.
I love whatever's going on here.
What's that magazine she's reading?
What magazine are you reading?
You mean this?
She looks at the cover boasting a colorful photo of 2 girls kissing.
This is Pop Stars. It's got, like, famous people in it. It's not for sale.
I approve of this. Very futuristic. Tap on the girls kissing. Why not?
She pops her raspberry-flavored bubblegum and nods. The lieutenant frowns at you before turning to the clerk with an apologetic half-smile.
Before we go on, what is this Frit?
I don't know. Frit?
Frit. And what is Frit?
A 7 to 11 grocery store.
Why is it written with 3 T's?
I think they think that the extra T makes it funkier. It doesn't.
Let's proceed. I have some questions for you.
Okay. I'm not really supposed to be chatting to anyone, but...
What do you mean? You're the clerk. Oh, I can exchange the check. Can I really? I need to exchange this novelty check for cash.
Wow. I didn't know you worked for the union, sir.
She rolls up the giant novelty check. Looks like she's seen it before and slips it under the counter.
Anything else I can do for you?
Blow the whole thing on speed and gin right now. Speed and gin. Great combo. Ask
Oh, yeah.
some local dealers, maybe.
Local dealers? Where are the local dealers? Electrochemistry and me? We're a pair. He's gonna love when I start smoking. Can you tell me anything about this reality we are in?
Reality? You mean what reality? Economic reality or...
What's her name? She doesn't have one. She's just Frit Clerk. Yeah, tell me about this. No, I meant the physical reality.
I don't know. What about it?
Where are we?
We're in Frit
No, I mean, where are we on a larger scale?
as mankind or as a nation or
As mankind.
in a good place. I mean, science is doing great, and this radio computer thing seems to be kind of big. I don't know.
What time is it?
I don't know. Look at the clock. It's right behind you on the wall.
The clock shows the time at 10:09.
It's not
hands
10:09.
seem to be
I mean,
still.
never mind.
It's apparent the clock doesn't work.
It's not 10:09. What is the revolution?
When ordinary people take over the government and demand democracy.
What about the one we had here in Revachol?
Yeah, it happened like 50 years ago or so. Sorry, I'm not very good at this. At history, I mean.
The coalition, what's that? Someone told me there is one.
Our government? Or do you mean something else? Sorry, I really need to finish this article.
I won't bother you with this nonsense anymore. Can you tell me anything about the dead body?
I don't really know anything. I mean, I know it's there, but I haven't seen it, so
Did you know the man who died?
not really.
Not really? Does this mean you knew him a little?
No. I didn't know him at all.
How long has it been there?
I don't know, really long.
What do you think happened?
I don't know.
I love her. She's an
No need
icon.
to worry. It's just standard procedure for us to ask around. If you hear anything, let us know, okay?
Okay.
Thank you for your help.
Uh-huh.
Where the smoke's at? A melancholy pop song plays on the radio.
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays, and blister packs. They all bear the Saint Baptiste Pharmaceutics logo.
Just ask me if you need anything from Saint Baptiste. We don't stock prescription meds, but we do have Nosafed, Duramine, Magnesium, and Hypnogamma.
Ooh. Oh. Healing items. Yeah, healing items. I have plenty so far. What do these products do?
I don't know. Let's see. Nosafed is a nasal spray. Duramine is a really good painkiller. Magnesium is a dietary supplement. Hypnogamma is... I don't really know what Hypnogamma is. I guess it makes you feel less shit. It's recommended to use after lots of partying, studying, or exercising.
I wish I could bring her energy to my workplace, but customers would look at me like I'm stupid. And then they'd ask me to find somebody who does know. Can you be a little more specific?
No. Sorry. I'm not like a doctor or anything.
Nosafed heals +1 health.
Oh,
Duramine heals +3 health. Magnesium heals +1 morale. Hypnogamma heals +3 morale.
who was Saint Baptiste?
Saint Baptiste.
Baptiste.
The pharmaceuticals company. Saint Baptiste Pharmaceuticals. The one that sells meds.
I
out
need
of Saint Baptiste.
Hypnogamma.
That one. There.
What does that one do? +3 morale. Daniel needs some Hypnogamma. Get that in pathologic. Do you have any ammonia?
Yeah, there's like an ampule somewhere.
Ampule. Where the smoke's at? Is this the smoke machine?
A colorful display of cigarettes and alcohol
There we
bottles
go.
line the shop wall.
Time to spend my
inviting me
hard-earned
closer.
money.
There, in that dark green glass, all in vain. The great flowing river of warmth, wine, alcohol, beer, alcohol, love, alcohol.
I am in heaven. I need it all so bad.
Sure. If you want something, I can get it for you. Just let me know and pay and stuff. But I'm obliged to inform you that both alcohol and cigarettes damage your health. But I guess you already know that.
30. +1 physique. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, they all do +1 physique. Why is this one more expensive? It's the same as this. I just want some cigarettes. For now. But I'm tempted to save up and come back for this pale-aged vodka. Please tell me more about these products.
The pale aged vodka is special, I guess. It's stored in pale for a couple of years, which makes it super expensive and super strong.
What is pale?
You know.
I love her so much.
Don't worry
You know.
your little head about it. Let's concentrate on what's important here.
Okay, what will consuming this stuff do to my body?
I mean, I already said it'd hurt you. I don't know what else they do.
Substances give powerful bonuses to your main stats at the cost of damage to your health or morale. Cigarettes raise your intellect while damaging your health.
Oh, hell yeah.
Alcohol raises physique while damaging your morale.
Is that a thing here? Intellect and physique? Because then I could read about it and understand it better. It's not. Okay, so I don't know what upping my intelligence or physique really does. Oh, it's this. So it gives me a point in one of these categories? Your capacity to reason. Oh, no, I don't get this. I mean, these are sorted into these categories, but what would having a higher intelligence do for me?
Use medication, like Nosafed and magnesium, to counteract the negative effects of substances. Note: consuming substances can have unforeseen consequences for you.
Do you sell any under-the-counter vices?
No, Frit only sells legal drugs, like the law says.
Red wine, beer. Give me some Astra cigarettes.
Here you go, mister.
Thank you. Gotta equip that. Now, where would that be? Is it a tool? And then how do I use it?
There it is, a brave little army in your pocket. The first Smokes platoon. 20 brave souls standing in salute, ready to step into fire for you, sir.
Pull one out of the pack.
You picked the best one. This soldier is fat and succulent. What are you waiting for? Light up. Re-become yourself.
Right here in the store?
Oh yes, Bratan!
The
Please
necktie?
light up! You need a trooper between your lips right now! Calm your shit down! Go to Pleasureland! Become a genius!
Okay, light it up.
Get a load of this rock and roll cop here, people. Johnny Thundercop fishes a cheap lighter out of his pants. With a flick of the thumb, there's fire. A primal satisfaction. Here we...
Hey, you can't smoke in here.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Please don't fuck with Frit.
Shut up. It's already happening.
Dip that bad boy in the flame and breathe in.
Thick, warm smoke gets sucked down into your lungs. Immediately, you feel a warm nostalgia fill your head, body, and soul. A nostalgia for yourself. The man you were in your youth. Johnny Thundercop is back, and he's chill as balls.
In the bottom right corner of the screen, there's a cigarettes button. Cigarettes gives +1 to intellect skills. Logic, rhetoric, conceptualization, visual calculus, encyclopedia, and drama. This is good before a white check.
Wait.
Damages your health.
Oh, so +1 across the board. But it doesn't fill in the actual skill point for you. So if I have 2 in intellect, does that mean technically I have 2 in logic as well? She doesn't care that I smoked. Quest complete!
Is this about the questions again? Because I don't really know anything.
You said I wouldn't want to fuck with Frit? Why?
Because Frit has an army.
Hold on, an army? You mean like mercenaries? Ready to kill people?
Yeah, like 2,000 or so.
Why would Frit need an army? It's just a corner shop.
I don't know. It stops people from robbing Frit, I guess. If they know there's an army, I mean, I wouldn't want to fuck with them anyway.
Businesses often hire private security this side of the river. It's an unfortunate state of affairs, but not unheard of.
Hi, Windshield. Andy, should I learn to speedrun other Patho games? Well, I only have experience speedrunning Pathologic 2. And, I mean, I would recommend it. It's short, it's not that long. Which is what I think is nice about a speedrun. I wouldn't want to be speedrunning things for hours. I like short things that you can actually see the attempts of. But, I don't know if you're interested. But, there was a point where I was speedrunning random items. I had a wheel I was spinning that would give me a completely random Pathologic 2 item. And I would just see how fast I can get that, and I'd run that a few times. I do plan on coming back to that eventually, But just not ready for that yet. But you could try that if you're looking for things to speedrun. I think if you find one of my stream VODs where I did that, I included a link to the wheel I made for all the random items. What did you say? Businesses often hire private security to the side of the river. But that's what the cops are for.
You think the police, like, bother catching shoplifters? Frick polices themselves, so yeah. Anything else you wanted?
How RNG determined is the any percent? It's... I feel like 50-50, like half the time you need to hope that the shop gives you enough money, enough food to even survive the rest of the day. So it really depends on if the shop food RNG gods are there.
You better behave yourself in this fritte, or who knows what will happen.
We're done here. I kind of want to make more sense with my outfit. Also, how do I do the cigarette button? Never mind. Hell yeah. I've been running around with these gloves on, looking crazy. Yellow roses, dozens of them. Tulips too. Should I take off the gloves? Do I look insane? What's next? Inspect the victim's body. I just need to suppress the urge to throw up and approach it. What was the deal with that? Why couldn't I... Didn't I get the ammonia I needed? Do you love Kim Kitsuragi? Hi, Vengesta. No, why is Andy playing Peak when I'm too busy? This is evil. I don't know. I don't have any strong feelings towards him yet. I haven't even really spoken to him. I know I can talk to him right now. Not this fucking kid again. Let me look at the body. The ladders for kids wouldn't hold the weight of a grown man.
There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The body below is entirely dedicated to that corpse smell. Emitting it is all it does now.
I can up my endurance wherever that is. I have a point. My 1 point has been spent. Be nice to Kuno? I hate that little shit. This game is more about fashion than Fashion Souls. Now we have 17%.
The ammonia only makes it worse. The combination forces tears out of your ducts. You manage to keep it in once. The second time, not so much. When the vomiting is done, your cheeks are wet with tears.
Will I ever examine this body? The ammonia didn't help at all. I don't think I want to be a cop anymore.
Get a hold of yourself.
The weight is reassuring, like a krenel on solid fortification. Pat, pat, pat.
I've seen strong men turn themselves inside out for hours. You are facing tough odds here. Alcohol withdrawal makes it considerably harder.
Why can't I keep it in if I've been a cop my whole life?
I've seen captains puke their guts out. It never gets easier. You never get used to the smell. Every Monday is cadaver day. Throw up, investigate. Throw up, initial autopsy. Throw up, bag it. Then drive to the station. Maybe throw up on the way there if you didn't bag the thing tight enough.
You seem to be fine.
I think I've lost my sense of smell. Not being hungover helps too.
Can't we do something else? I don't think I want to solve something else now.
That's probably a good idea. Clear our heads. But
I already
before
did that.
We can do that.
I completed a whole last side quest. I climbed shipping containers, and I've come back now.
You need to get your shit together.
Okay.
We should go talk to the locals. Find something else to do while the wind changes. It's pretty bad right now.
You've gained a thought. When
Ooh.
this dialogue is over, go to your thought cabinet and internalize it with special bonuses and effects.
Give it half an hour. Get yourself together. Then come back and have no...
Oh, I need to internalize that, don't I? Half an hour. And then once this is done, I can come back. Wow, I wish I had done that forever ago when I first got the ammonia. Because now I have to wait 30 minutes. And here I thought I could progress the story. What is... I needed to ask the people in the guy about something. I had a question for him. I don't remember what it was. The guy in here. You weren't here before.
That sugary black rum stain on the counter makes you teary-eyed with joy. It's almost touching how syrupy and sticky it is. How long have you been up already?
Pretty long. It's drink o'clock.
Attaboy. It's coming back to him. You had your mesolimbic reward pathway worried there, not thinking about drinking all that time. It was like you weren't yourself.
Now that you mention it, I do need a rum and lemonade. I'd love for Gart, to serve me up a beverage.
Forget about the bar.
I forget how to say his
Or
name.
don't forget about it. You should totally try to get a drink there too. But first, you should lick that stain
Oh,
off the
hell
counter.
yeah.
Yeah, man. Let's get wild. Lick it.
Lick it.
Calmly, the lieutenant looks out
Oh,
of
no.
the window, then to you, licking the tasty rum stain off the counter, then out of the window again.
What are you doing?
I'm an alcoholic. I needed to get my hit.
We should move.
A real drink would go well with those cigarettes you're looking for. That's a great combination.
Anyway, who are you? It's all about money, you know? You gotta spend money to make money. Money is what really matters. They say money can't buy you happiness. But that just means you don't have enough money. You need to invest your money wisely. You can buy stocks with money. And then use those stocks to make even more money. That way you'll have enough when you grow too old to make new money. Real estate is the graveyard where tired old money goes to rest. Money is what literally makes the world turn. The laws of money are just like the laws of nature. Unpaid labor doesn't net you any money. There's no such thing as free money. Money is all about numbers. Money is actually all about trust. It's all about money, you know? You gotta spend money to make money. Money is what really matters. Should I just keep reading this? Go this way. I had a question for you. I don't remember what the question is. The kitchen's open. We're going in the kitchen. I'll come back. The dishes are drying. They smell of chemicals and pine trees. An aroma of spices, alcohol, and tomato hangs in the air. Money. Hi Andy, I don't want to spoil the content, but the real pleasure comes with roleplay and feeling the character as he is. I like to do whatever I want.
A thin man is smoking below an exhaust hood, occasionally sipping from his mug. This must be the Whirling's cook.
Hello, sir.
As you step in, he nods toward the table and says something in a completely foreign language. The only words you can make out are Garanzi.
I'm having fun, though.
Quebec. It must be his name. Garanzi. Garanzi, Quebec.
Goratzi?
Sounds representative.
Goratzi? Goratzi. I have some questions to ask.
The man puts his cup down and replies something. His left hand drawing arcs in the air.
You said you're friends with Mañana. Is that true?
The mention of mañana gets his attention. He smiles and delivers a whole slew of unfamiliar words and lively gestures. Then he falls silent again. They're friends?
They're friends. What is in that borscht you're making there?
The man says a couple of sentences in that strange language of his and then seems to wait for you to speak.
Sorry, I don't understand you.
Just one word. Sounds quizzical. Then he awaits your answer with his brow arched.
Yes.
Borscht need more vodka?
Vodka?
Okay, so it's vodka that keeps the men happy and in good spirits. Clever move by the Union.
Vodka borscht! I love it, Bratan! Turn it the fuck up and then ask for some yourself!
Hell yeah.
Turning it up seems like a dangerous idea, honestly. The place is a powder keg.
Yes, not and turn your fingers clockwise. Turn the vodka up.
He smiles, nodding vigorously, then pours half a bottle of vodka into the pot. With a whistle, he stirs the brew.
Garasi, could I have some of that brew?
He smiles
Oh,
and
hell
nods
yeah.
enthusiastically, and, chattering away in his language, ladles some brew into a small thermal cup.
Is this
Then
gonna
hands it to you.
is this gonna affect things later on? Is everyone on strike gonna be completely drunk later? You've got some impressive pots there.
He smiles and bangs his ladle against each of his pots in turn.
I don't think I need anything else. Stay masculine. That's a weird way to end conversation. Stay masculine. Alright. Cool. What's this? Freezer?
You see a heavy steel door with a prominent dimpled lock. It's painted blue. You immediately feel drawn to the color. Blue is for mystery.
I wonder where this door leads.
You do? It's a door in the back of the kitchen. Why do you care where it leads?
I'm drawn to its cobalt blue.
It is quite pretty. I suppose we could look into it as a side investigation.
The door and the main investigation will merge into a stereo investigation.
If you say so. Gart is the person to ask about this.
Gart.
The cafeteria manager.
Try to push on the door.
The door does not.
Touch the door.
cobalt blue surface.
No spoilers? The people's borscht. Okay, now I have another question to ask you. Oh, what's
You
this?
should totally sing karaoke here. The first chance you get. Your emotions need to be expressed. People need to know your vast oceanic soul.
My soul is immense.
Utterly. And it needs to be heard through a PA system by other people, whether they like it or not. Ram it up their ears, says your adrenaline gland. Violently express yourself.
What should I sing when it comes down to it?
You have not yet stumbled on the right lamentation, but it's out there. It'll come to you. You will wreak havoc with it. Don't worry.
I was thinking maybe I could sing something happy, get the people going.
No. Don't sing the happy song. It's stupid. Sing the sad song. It's profound. You have to find something tragic to sing first, though.
This goes well with the theory I'm developing, that I'm a down-on-my-luck superstar person.
Who is mistakenly identified as a cop for his prominent jawline? Yes, sounds likely. You should probably go on stage and pose for a moment when you're done with this thought. See if it works.
I love listening to the voices.
As you turn, a bright light catches your eye, making you squint.
Where is it coming from?
From a distant sunset, a stage light, flash photography, nowhere in particular. It's just what superstar law officers do. They squint at lights and they solve shit.
Yeah, that's me. I've been establishing my superstardom hard lately.
Yeah, you have. You're a big dick cop, Dick Mullen. Salam Rocky Bai, badass on the edge disco cop. Time to recede into a ludicrous fantasy world. Here we go. Camera, lights.
Action!
With a sudden flash, the world
Ooh, new
freezes
thought.
around you, and you along with it. In an iconic monochrome solution, a black silhouette against a rasterized orange world. It's on.
Internalizing that immediately. No, I only have 3. Only 3 internalization slots. Well, this one's almost done. Can I pose? Strike a pose. This feels right. You belong here. Guys, how do I emote?
Can I help you?
Here's your trash container key.
Thanks. I hope you found what you were looking for.
I found the victim's clothes.
How strange. I certainly didn't put them there.
Could someone on your staff have put them there? Who else has keys to the trash container?
The trash collection service? CS Municipal. I don't see why they would put anything in the trash, though.
Ah, the elusive CS Municipal. I doubt we'll be able to track down who was sent here last and when. This will have to be one of those little threads that solves itself down the road.
On Clinton Street, near the Boogie Street Diamond, a small truck rattles down an alleyway. It stops by a rusted trash container. 2 men, their faces rough and swollen, jump out. They look at the container despondently. CSM is written on their backs.
Thank you anyway.
Could someone on your staff have put them there?
Sylvie had the keys before I got here, and I can vouch for her. I can vouch for all my staff. None of us would tamper with the crime scene.
Maybe you don't remember putting them there? Maybe you were sleepwalking or in a fugue state.
I think fugue states are more your forte, officer.
Thanks, let's talk about something else.
Yes?
I've seen something here at the Whirling Gart, a thing I need to talk about.
What thing?
There's a mysterious blue steel door in the back of the kitchen.
Oh, yes, that door, sure. There's nothing mysterious about it. It's just a door.
Do you know what's behind it? Do you have...
No, I don't have a key. I don't know how to get there. And I don't care either. It's not like I've been wondering about it for 10 years. It's just a frit warehouse, probably. Or some boring storage space with a bunch of old junk and dust. Junk and dust.
So just to be clear, you don't know how to open it.
Nope, no idea. Don't want to either.
I saw a sign that said the mess hall is reserved for the Union.
Yes, not the whole damn Union, thank God. Just the nastiest and loudest faction. They come here in the evenings. Dumb, unruly types. Think they're big shit. But they're good customers. They place big orders and always pay on time.
He hates the Union, but grudgingly recognizes its power over him. So he's directing his frustration at you instead. Retaliate.
It's a shame you've got to suck up the Union to stay afloat.
I don't. I'm simply providing a service, or really facilitating the offering of services to paying customers, and it doesn't matter. I don't have to explain myself to you.
We should find out who this Lord faction is, occupying the booth. Loudness means talkative, and we need info.
How do we find them?
We don't. We have to wait. They'll show up sooner or later. Men get hungry, even men on strike.
You glance at the clock on the wall behind the manager. Huh.
It's after 1600. The sign said reserved starting 1600. Why isn't anyone in the mess hall?
Good question.
They're probably getting drunk or protesting something somewhere. Or laying low after the, lynching.
Whatever he may feel about you, he can't miss the opportunity to throw you a look of what he assumes is shared understanding. Go with it.
Not eagerly. Yes, I think I see.
Yeah. The Union guys think they're untouchable. They probably fucking killed that guy or something and now think they can hide out till it all blows over and it's fair weather again in Martinez.
I have a feeling we'll make their acquaintance sooner or later.
There's something else I wanted to ask about.
What?
By the way, you should come back to this thing-based questionnaire if you see anything interesting in the whirling later.
Oh, this specific option? By the way, I'm going to sing karaoke here.
Absolutely out of the question.
Absolutely in the question. First we find a sad banger. Then we sing this place to shit.
Sorry about the money I owe.
Yes, have you got it?
How much do I owe you again?
A lot. For the room
What?
and broken window, 100 real.
Let's talk about something
Like
else.
what?
I need to
was
drink.
really enjoying talking about the money you owe me.
Can you pour me one?
Do I have a shaker in my hand? Is this a shaker?
He sounds irritated.
You sound irritated. Why? All I wanted is a drink.
Am I wearing a little bow tie? Am I wearing a bow tie and doing this? Am I smiling? Do you see me smiling and shaking my little shaker? No. Do you know why?
Because you're not a bartender.
That's right. I'm the cafeteria manager. I'm glad we cleared that. Was there anything else?
Play it calm. This man needs to understand you need a drink to help the community deal with police stuff.
I'm an alcohol-operated detective. If you want me to clean up the dead body and solve the case, then you need to insert alcohol into my mouth.
Oh, well, in that case, let me pour you a nice, big, refreshing marinella. Do you want that out of a glass or a pineapple?
You do not want to taunt me when it comes to marinellas.
Don't be an imbecile. I'm not going to serve you a marinella. I have work to do and broken things to fix. If that was all, I'd like
Love
to
getting
return to
experience from pissing this guy off. Whoa, what's
Volumetric
this?
Shit compressor.
The thought I internalized.
Bizarre scientific news from Revachol West today, where a police officer's shit has been observed at a pressure of around 495 gigadecimals.
What?
These metallic hydrogen levels of shit togetherness were thought to exist only at the center of collapsing stars, not law officials. It remains to be seen how long the shit singularity lasts.
Internalized. It stays there? Wait, do I have a limited amount of things I can internalize? Uh-oh. Do I need to make decisions when it comes to these things? Because there's a big list of things I can internalize. And if these things stay here, there's a limited amount of diamonds. Who cares? Internalize it all. Oh, you'd have to forget it and then learn it again? I want a new slot. I don't have enough skill points available. So do I need to spend a skill point on a slot instead of here? Either way, I can go examine the body now. But first I want to go see if I can talk to that lady upstairs. I'll knock on her door.
The door is closed. There is no answer. You hear the shower being turned on. Somewhere inside. A tremendous loneliness comes over you. Everybody in the world is doing something without you.
I'm so alone.
The door is indifferent to your loneliness. The world does not care. Still no answer. Still nothing. The lieutenant gives you a quick glance. He doesn't like where this is going. You should punch a fucking hole in it.
Okay.
You slam your fist into the vinyl. It does not produce a hole. The door sits sturdily in the frame, and your fist hurts.
Okay,
This was all a very good, normal thing to do.
I've taken a step too far. I'm
Stop
harassing
that.
this lady. Let's go. As much as I would like to speak with her again, that's not the way. What's this? Summer door closed for the winter.
There he still is, looking
Wow.
right through you with his white eyes. The
Bit
body
compressed.
below is entirely dedicated to that corpse smell. Emitting it is all it does now.
Let go of your nose without throwing up.
As you breathe in, the odor comes over you. It's a smell of the mind telling you to run, and your stomach to wring itself empty. With your hands at your sides and your eyes squinting, you stand in it.
Do they always do that?
They do after 7 days, yes. We are deep in decomposition here.
The man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants and enameled boots. His skin is greenish, marbled with decaying veins, and blotched by lividity. A fading web of tattoos covers his chest and shoulders. The cargo belt used to fasten him to the branch above appears industrial in strength.
Inspect the boots.
The material appears to be ceramic. Its clean white stands in stark contrast to the decaying flesh above the knee. The man wore thick polymer socks, probably for padding. A fine array of interlocking plates covers them. Delicate and fragile, they feel alien to the world around you, out of place somehow. These are clearly not boots. They're armor, possibly part of a larger set.
These aren't just boots, are they? They're armor.
Indeed. Technically speaking, these are sabatons, not boots.
What kind of armor is this exactly?
Ceramic plate. Zirconium dioxide, most likely. This is where the make would be.
Where?
Under the hill. Fair weather. Fair weather model T500 VE. I'm guessing that's vitreous enamel. This is advanced stuff.
What happened to the rest of it?
The locals probably scavenged it. It would be odd if he had more arm after 7 days. We should keep a lookout for these species. The armor could yield information. This is one thing he might actually know.
Not fucking Kuno.
If you wear those pieces, it will help me protect your mortal coil.
Ooh. Can I have the boots then? Maybe he was just wearing these boots and there is no rest of the armor.
No, I think he had something precious underneath the clothes. They had to remove the jeans and shirt we found to get to it. And this kind of armor is often worn under fabrics.
What if they told him to strip before they hung him, to demean him?
They usually hang them completely naked for that. La puta madre, the Mazda, the Besmerties and the like. This one still has his underpants.
Fucking talking about underpants.
Oh my god, butt out. Butt out, Kuno. The material looks out of place here.
It is. It's expensive. We've requested similar material for our tactical units for years now. The constabularies deemed it too costly. In that time, we've lost 6 men to semi-automatics.
How much are we talking about?
For a full set, about 4 years of wages.
Ka-ching, baby. Nod to the boots.
By catching, do you mean let's not log them as evidence? Let's steal them?
I want to wear a set of armor.
What was that about the constabulatory before? You need to push some buttons if you want to recruit the lieutenant in a conspiracy.
Ooh. If this constabulatory is dragging their feet, why not start ourselves before more good men die?
So they don't get shot in the foot? I think our extremities are fine without a dead man's boots.
Oops. Well, no one said it would work. Back to detecting now.
Oh. How could this man afford such expensive hardware?
That's for us to find out. My initial report on the area suggests he was a security guard for the harbor company. But that's just hearsay.
Initial report?
Just something I scraped together from my station. An area report on Martinez. I'm sure you did the same.
He's not actually sure of that. He's just being tactful.
They look pretty advanced for a security guard.
I agree. This equipment is way beyond what a guard can afford.
Knock on the boot.
A small bell-like sound fills the air, like tapping on the side of a porcelain cup. The pry bar in your hand is itching for some action.
Ooh. Swing the pry bar at the boot.
The metal connects with the same ding. The sound does not appear to get louder.
Did you hear that? A click?
Yes, sounds like dice rolling.
This is a kinetic redistributor. It spreads the incoming energy horizontally, from plate to plate. When the plates connect, there's a click. That's the sound you heard. See these lines?
Faint, organic lines cover the plates where they separate into smaller ones. These plates then divide into smaller plates until there are hundreds of them altogether. Like the scales of some ancient white monster, cracked and curly.
Pull the boot off.
This feels dangerous. Are you sure?
Grab the... Oh, fuck, I'm gonna get hurt. Grab the boot under your arm.
The stench fills your nostrils. As you push downward, an ominous creaking sound comes from above.
Stop!
The lieutenant's voice is sharp. He looks at you with the boot under your arm.
Pig's gonna pull his head off.
Oh.
Brutal!
Lieutenant, you seem distressed. Why? Oh, this is a bad idea, isn't it?
You're going to pull his head off.
Do it, homo!
I kind of want to. I'm gonna pull his head off, right?
Yes, that's what I said. You'll compromise the coroner's case if you do. So please, don't. What are you trying to achieve anyway? Why are you hanging on to that boot?
These boots would go super well with my bell-bottom pants. Are we not detectives? There may be clues inside the boot.
Maybe we should concentrate on what's outside the boot and leave what's inside to the boys at processing? Just this once.
Just
Besides,
this once.
There's no way you're getting them off. All the organic matter in his body has been flowing down into the boots. They are fused to his feet now. Why do you think the locals haven't scavenged them yet?
Man, I just want me
You're
some
sure
nice new
There's a way to
shoes.
peel them off. But first, the body needs to be down. And second, it would probably be better if the lieutenant wasn't around.
Oh, hell yeah. Sounds like a plan.
The anticipation makes you crack your fingers. Feels nice. Nice and cracky.
What's gonna happen to the boots then?
Processing will take care of them. With the situation in the morgue, it will yield nothing. But we must pick our fights. Should we continue?
Just you wait. In an hour, I'll separate from Kim and then we'll meet up again and then he'll see me wearing some suspiciously dead man-shaped boots.
The cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt, his torso covered in tattoos, and extremities blotched pink and blue.
Inspect the belt.
The hangman's knot is pulled tight by the weight of the corpse below. Yellow, hard-edged polyester cuts into his neck. Above, a sliding buckle ties the belt to the branch. Oh my, there's something on the belt. A familiar word that speaks to the thirst within you.
Electrochemistry? What was that? A word?
Vermilion, in yellow letters, along the length of the twisting cargo belt. Only a deep longing for vermilion golden spirits lets you decipher the fading logo of the local brewery.
I should get a drink.
No, you should not get a drink. You should perform an initial inspection of the victim's corpse. We are on the rope part.
What kind of rope is this?
Industrial strength. The kind used for tying cargo to lorries.
Like in a circus. When the circus leaves town and they tie a black-spotted giraffe to the wall of a carry pen.
Like in a harbor?
Yes, it looks like they use whatever was on hand, paying no attention to not incriminating themselves.
We're assuming dock workers from the harbor did it?
The brief suggested as much, politically motivated by the ongoing strike. Did you not get a briefing?
No. They might have forgotten to brief me.
Then you should ask me the first moment we get.
They sure wanted him to stay there. The polyester seems strong.
It's not merely polyester. It's steel reinforced. See these lines? This is where the wires run. I see rabbits for more than 20 strands. This makes getting him down much more problematic than I had assumed.
How did they even get him up there?
A noose is one of those things that's easier to use one way around.
Did they climb up using the kid's ladder?
That ladder can't carry a grown man. I didn't see any splintering either, did you? I think they lassoed the branch, then pulled on the belt to close the buckle.
The cadaver hangs from the cargo belt, limbs limp and torso covered in tattoos.
Inspect the tattoos.
An intricate web of blue lines stretches across the torso, from the right shoulder to the solar plexus. Each time they intersect, a small white star is formed in their crossing. Hundreds of fading asterisks riddle his skin. Their concentration is highest around his heart. His corpse is marked by stars.
What will mine be marked by?
Alcohol and heartbreak. Your fist clenches suddenly.
Physical instrument? It will be riddled with disco.
Decay is creeping on the tattoo. Already, most of the canvas that's holding it has darkened. Now, it disintegrates slowly, letting out a stink.
Is it a map of the night sky?
A map of the stars. I do see some similarity to astronomical charts. Great Century Messinian, maybe. But this seems more particular. Customized somehow.
As if someone left out most of the night sky, filtering it through personal choice. The principle of this filter remains unknown to you. The thought dissipates, and you feel as though you were only half right.
I'm missing something here.
So am I.
A sudden ringing fills the air as the lieutenant pulls down the zipper of his orange jacket.
He takes a thin piece of milled aluminium from his coat pocket and pulls it open. Sounds like a sword being unsheathed. A small lens appears. Some sort of camera.
What's that?
A Truget Sunshine. Mini.
Shit, Kuno! What the fuck is that?
An instant color camera.
He produces two metal-capped ampoules and clicks them into place in the side of the apparatus. A thin slot shines there.
This is the first time he openly acknowledges the kid's existence.
I have only 2 ampoules, so nobody move. I don't want to waste one.
A sound,
Whoa.
a shrill flash, followed by the breaking of a small ampoule of glass. You see streams of color pour onto the thick, glossy piece of paper, rolling out.
In case we need it.
In case we need it. What do we need this photo for?
It contains insight to the victim's person. By his build, I'd say this was a man of physical violence. The story he wanted his body to tell was important to him. It is his letter. To us. Someone should decipher it. We'll need to show it around.
Can I have it? I should look at it later without the corpse smell.
Sure. Just don't lose it.
The glossy-eyed corpse looks by, his mouth mute and his skin as colorful as the chemical rainbow on the photo paper, teeming with opportunistic organisms.
Look him in the eye.
His eyes are milky white and blind to the world, protruding comically from their sockets. There is no one home, just subaquatic terrors there. Dark brown hair grows on his head. His face is ready to explode from the organic processes inside. The death's head grin has passed. What remains is an unrecognizable mess. Underneath the curdled meat there is an expression, not carried on his features, but below, inside, an expression of pleasure. This man was experiencing joy at the moment of his death.
Well, 92%. Tell me, who are you, dead man?
I'm gone.
What? What is happening?
What do you mean?
I'm talking to you?
It's the power of your imagination.
Imagination.
Yeah, man! Don't be crazy! Inanimate objects and dead people can't really talk to you. Your wild imagination is doing this. Ask some more of those questions you love so much.
He loves those.
I can see you're gone, but who are you?
I'm a joke. Look at me.
There's nothing funny about you. Yeah, you are now, but who were you when you were alive?
A killer. A motherfucker. And a killer.
Make sure you open the dumpsters. Oh, I already went through the dumpsters in last stream. I'm doing this really out of order.
Takes one to know one.
I opened the dumpsters and then I did the whole cargo container thing and unlocked the shortcut and went through the strike, and now I'm back here investigating the body again.
Go ahead, Coppo.
Where have you gone?
Into the wild pale yonder.
Where is that?
In the past. Way out in the west.
Why were you feeling pleasure when you died?
Maybe I was getting my rocks off.
So you were feeling sexual arousal when they hanged you?
Do I look like an erotic auto-asphyxiation type to you?
Yes.
Captain Coppadromo, I fear we are drifting away, fixating on sexuality again. Let's go with a simpler question.
Why do I love questions so much?
Because you're a copperoonie. Look at all of them go. Do you want more questions?
Give me a comical amount of questions.
Coming right up, copperoonie, Rooney. This is getting upbeat now.
Is my name Rooney?
Fuck no. You're no Rooney.
I do strike myself as a Rooney.
No, you don't. Between you and me, your name is probably Harry. That's right. Stupid, boring Harry. Harry, the motherfucker.
Why do I feel like I've forgotten something terrible?
Because you have.
Who killed you?
Love did me in, Provocopo. It was love all along.
Can you ask me a question?
Sure, Lobo. I can ask you a question. Why are you doing this?
What?
Looking at my face, motionless, looking into my eyes, standing here. Why are you investigating my murder?
Well, because you told me to.
You're a lying sack of shit, Coppo. You're doing this because there is nothing else to do. Everything else is over. It's just me now.
I hate you. You stink and you're boring.
Do I remind you of someone?
A baby affected with harlequinism. Crazy. A deep-sea creature.
No, not quite. Be fair now.
A baby.
You sure wriggled out of that one. Coppolini.
Enough.
Come back later, Coppo. Amuse yourself with my frank manners and my memento mori features. If possible, also, see me in your dreams.
He did not say anything that was just written there. Squint and take a step back.
As you narrow your eyes, the monster before you blurs into a violent mess of green and pink. Only the lower extremities are pink with a dash of blue. His fatted hands, thighs, and his neck, just above the noose. The rest of the corpse appears dark green in the cold spring air.
I'm squinting, Kim. Why am I doing it?
How should I know why you are squinting, officer?
Squint harder. His face and hands are pink, thighs too. The rest is greenish.
Oh. You are trying to assess lividity.
Relax your eyes.
The monster comes back into focus, an explosion of color coursing with dark marbled veins. His stomach appears pregnant with something. Black liquid streams down his thigh and onto his boot.
So, what do you think?
I think he's dead. He just might be dead. I'm not sure, though. I think so.
I agree.
There are crow's feet in his eyes. He's laughing silently.
Totally dead.
Deadity, dead, dead, dead.
Dabba-doob-doob dead.
Cover your nose. Something is coming out of him.
A pool of blood and feces has eaten into the frozen mud below the man's feet. Purge liquid is dripping into it, drop by drop.
Check the mouth. Andy never checked the mouth. I'm gonna do whatever I get the option to
The
do.
victim appears to have contained no more than half a kilogram of digestion at the time of death.
The fuck he's saying?
Talking about shit.
Goddamn right.
Malicious laughter erupts in the yard. Sounds like seagulls.
Big's head is a...
The lieutenant's face is made of stone.
I don't know what to think. What do you think?
I think he was upright immediately after death. Blood has gathered in his hands and feet, and his neck. The noose acted like a tourniquet, keeping the blood in his head. The hypostasis here is in tune with the hanging. That's what I think.
Yep, seems like a lynching to me. Could it still be he was moved after death?
There's always a chance. We should check for ligament marks on his neck to see if they're in tune with the belt. We'll have to get him down first.
He's beaten up. See the bruises?
I do. Most of them are post-mortem. Maybe even all of them. The delinquents have made our jobs harder with their little sport.
Stop talking in riddles, coin slot.
It means you fucked him up good, Kuno. Fucked him up brutal like.
But there is no breath to catch. Only the cadaver filling the air and your nostrils. He slowly rotates before you, decomposing.
So how do we get him down?
Are you sure we finished the preliminary examination of the cadaver? We might miss some of these things once he's down.
We've been thorough. Do you have a plan for getting him down?
The steel-reinforced belt presents a unique challenge. I brought chain cutters, but I don't see a good angle of approach to the belt. The cadaver is a good 1.2 meters up. Neither one of us can reach the belt without assistance. And even if we do, there's the question of cutting it.
Maybe we can ask for help from the harbor?
I was really hoping we wouldn't. The Union appear to be suspect in this case. It seems like a dangerous route to go down.
Confirmed. It's unsafe.
Yeah, wait, let's reconsider.
But what other options?
We
The
could saw the
corpse
branch.
twists.
Climb up there and saw the branch?
Yeah, it seems dangerous.
There has to be a less risky way, with less falling down of trees.
Maybe we could shoot him down?
Yeah! Bang bang time, pig! Shoot his head off!
How?
Just shoot the belt. The bullet will break it.
It absolutely will not, officer. That's not how physics work. It will maybe cut one thread loose.
Yeah, now we're talking. Entertain a Kuno with some shit.
They'll miss! The pigs will miss, Kuno!
The lieutenant is undecided. On one hand, he wants to shoot some gun. On the other, it's an awfully stupid idea.
I don't know. Why not? Let him choose.
Silence. With his elbow sharp, the lieutenant unzips his jacket and produces a lightweight firearm. He drops a paper cartridge in the barrel, separates the scouring stick, and gives the cartridge 5 tucks. He then steps back and assumes the fellow's test position, taking aim. The corner of his eye twitches. His finger is on the trigger.
He's gonna fucking miss!
The kid's voice is drowned in a shrill blast that echoes off the walls of the surrounding tenements. A cloud of smoke slowly parts in the air as the lieutenant steps back and says to himself,
God damn it.
he feels bad about it. About his eyes mostly. Just having bad eyesight. Probably from a young age.
Maybe I should have shot the gun.
Whatever you do not console him.
Fucking idiot! Mookaba asshole!
Kuno could have hit it easy, but then Kuno's not fucking handicapped, is he?
Try again, maybe?
No, we are lucky as it is. We didn't break anything, and the victim remains uncompromised. Any more mistakes could put us in an unfortunate position with the locals. We have eyes on us. I didn't do us any favors with that.
It's okay, man.
Kuno's sorry too. Kuno...
The lieutenant doesn't say a word, just looks at the gun in his hand.
What now?
I have to say, it's beginning to look unlikely we can get him down without assistance.
Can't someone else do it?
Someone else? You mean like the police?
I mean someone who's below detective.
Someone like a paid garbage man? Or a cleaning crew? I have bad news for you. That is a detective. I know it's hard, but I assure you, the others won't come to help us. And we have a growing sanitary concern here. We need to get him down, fast.
Can I have the gun? I should try.
It's bad as it is. Us shooting firearms like punks. Go ahead. I'm not stopping you. Just don't lose it.
They only have one gun!
This is the sorriest pair of pigs Kuno's ever seen.
Yeah, take it, you fucking banani pointer! Take it and shit
Banani
yourself in the
pointer?
mouth.
Feel the weight first.
The cold piece of bakelite and gunmetal is surprisingly light. Your fingers fit right through the guard, instinctively resting on the trigger.
The fuck are you waiting for, Kuno? Tell him to shoot himself in the mouth!
Kuno is silent. Aggression gathers in the air. The trigger feels delicate and ready to break under your finger.
Point the gun at the belt.
The buckle comes into focus in your sights. You stand with your feet planted firmly in the ground and your left hand supporting your gun arm.
Why don't you just shoot yourself in your mouth? At least you won't miss.
Low chance, huh? Hand-eye coordination. I have 1 point. Where is that? Hand-eye coordination. Is it dumb to just put points in like this? How do I... Can I save during dialogue? I can't. Because I'd like to see how much putting a point into here would affect us, really. Aim good, choose your target. It might be fine. Because then maybe, I don't know. I could spend points on this stuff too. If I close the menu, will it revert? Oh, well now it's 28%, but it's not fully... I can still revert it. No, I spent it. Okay, I spent it. Shoot it! I failed.
A plume of smoke erupts from the barrel. Your hand goes numb from the explosion. With your ears still ringing, You lower the weapon to see what happened. You missed the belt, but hit the corpse straight in the chest. Bits of ribcage protrude from the skin. No blood, only a murky sludge dripping down his belly. The sudden stink makes your eyes water.
Oh my god, he's gonna
Morale.
fucking cry! I knew it! What a mulka!
There's something wrong with your weapon, Lieutenant. It keeps missing.
The armistice is sufficiently precise, officer, especially at close range.
It's not the gun's fault you can't shoot. It's your...
Pigs don't have hands. They have, like...
Kuno has hands. Kuno can shoot that shit down for you.
Oh, let's give him the gun. Lieutenant, we should entrust Kuno with your service weapon. He says he can shoot it down.
The lieutenant does not dignify that with an answer. He snaps the button on his holster and says,
We still need to get him down somehow.
He's so sick of my shit. But how?
The bad way. The way I didn't want us to. By asking the harbor for help. They have the tools and the men. If they put him up there, they can take him down too.
Good job, we already found a way in the harbor?
Hooray for us.
But won't it be dangerous?
To ask the suspects for help with the victim's body? To be indebted to Everard Clare? Very much, yes. Which is why I would have preferred us to accomplish this feat ourselves. Clearly we can't.
Suck my dick, bitches!
Let's get to it then. So I need to go talk to Everett? Let's do some exploring. I looked over there. I haven't gone in the store. What's the car?
the worn and beaten wooden planks of the bench do not look overly comforting.
We can sit on benches after we've solved the murder. Let's go.
You can revisit the bench if you ever need to pass the time when Lieutenant Kitsuragi is gone.
Oh, we're going to Measurehead? You can revisit the bench if you need to pass the time? Is he gonna leave me?
Have you no shame? Whining about your back every time you bring out the measuring tape.
René, you're a man with a fork in a world of soup. Please, let's just try to enjoy the game, all right?
I'm trying to, but you keep breaking my concentration. You're old. I can see that. We're both old. Now stop grabbing your ass like it's a girl.
These manly men are playing balls. This is a ball game. Grab a ball and play it. Don't ask questions. Shoot first. Ask questions never.
I can never not listen to the voices.
That's the spirit. Don't even waste your breath asking about the game. They wouldn't know anyway. They're way past their prime.
Grab the ball and show them how it's done. Cutscene? What's going on here?
You are immediately surprised by the ball's lack of weight. No matter, you'll make it work. God, this is right. You feel the familiar tremble of excitement and adrenaline that precedes every victory. Time has frozen.
Feel the ball.
The cold metal ball is surprisingly smooth against your neck. It has a pattern on it, probably a sponsored ball. Yours would only be covered with bumps of learning and scars of victory. Already, your muscles are adjusting to the weight, the nervous system calibrating, until you and the ball have merged into a single entity. The man ball is ready.
Man ball. Take in the surroundings.
A chilly breeze ruffles your hair as you stand there, feet firmly planted. All sounds, smells, even the wind, everything fades until the only thing left is the union of man and ball.
The only thing bad about this game is how French it feels. Other than that, it's one of my favorite comedy games ever. Yeah, like Lady Gaga once said, I don't want to be French. And we stand on that.
West in the Grand
Hope you guys know what I'm talking about.
Sharp overhand left from Arsène Luc Edelbrock sends the Semaran heavyweight champion Kostya Miasnok Kostanica flying to the mat. The crowd goes wild. Revachol loves her heroes.
There is time for a last glance inward. Who am I?
An embodiment of pure motion. A fine-tuned locomotor running at maximum efficiency. Behold the fear and confusion reflecting in the eyes of the two feeble geezers. They are in awe of your superiority. You are a god to them. Some would still say you're a cop, but I guess we're beyond that now.
The inertia can be contained no more than a bullet leaving a gun. Let go. Be the bullet. Still have no clue what the goal of throwing this ball is. Now what was that about?
Merde! Bordel de merde!
Oh, is he mad?
What the hell is your problem?
I was doing what you guys were doing. The problem? I don't understand.
You vandalized our game, son! We can't play pétanque with 5 bull!
I thought it was shot put.
Well, it damn well isn't. It's pétanque.
Pétanque.
You ruined a pétanque game. We want our bull back.
Take it easy, René. This is just a misunderstanding, isn't it, officer? No harm done.
Of course there's harm done, you orange slug. You owe us a goddamn bull.
Okay.
Good. Mistakes are forgiven, but men at least try to right their wrongs. I believe you will try. Now, why did you approach us?
Now, why did I actually think they were going to be so impressed?
Just talk. It'll smooth things over. Old people like attention.
Renee, I found your guard booth?
Yes. The Debardeurs Union pays me to stand vigil during the night.
I think I robbed
Not
his
out
guard
of any
booth.
political allegiance, mind you. I'm an old man. Don't sleep more than a few hours every night anyway, and money is tight.
Happens to the best. Voice has told you so.
He feels like he has to justify himself for some reason.
You must have seen something on the night of the murder. Your booth looks right into the yard.
Yes, it does. Unfortunately, I wasn't working that night. Been on a 2-week leave since last Monday.
Hold on, why were you on leave?
It's a private matter. Nothing to do with your investigation.
You see, officer, René is the kind of man who would rather die than admit he needs medical assistance or, God forbid, seek it. A real man's man is just gonna ride it out.
I'm fine, goddammit. Mind your own business. It's nothing. Just go to cut back on coffee.
So who was working your shift that night?
No one. The boss has been unmanned since last Monday. There's no other guard. It's just me.
No one has been guarding the container yard since last Monday.
Yes. It's not actually an issue. I mean...
Look, officer, the container yard doesn't actually need a guardsman. Never had one before René. Monsieur Claire had that booth built specially for him. It's mostly decorative.
Mostly decorative?
The possibility of someone being in there is enough to discourage any ill-minded individuals.
Evrard created this job for René because he knows the Royal Carabiniers' pension of honor and PTSD isn't something a man can live off. A decorated Kingsman collecting tear reflects bad on the whole neighborhood. His words.
Everett gets it. Big guys looking after the small and everyone working together. I love it.
Can we conclude the topic of my guard boost now?
I saw a picture in there. You were in it. Who's the girl?
She is nobody. This is none of your concern, and I refuse to discuss my private affairs with the RCM.
The lady is Jeanne-Marie Beaulieu, and she sure as hell wasn't a nobody.
Got it, thanks.
Yes. Like I said, it would be up anyway, so might as well keep an eye out. It keeps my senses sharp.
Do you know anything about the man hanging in the back of the whirling in rags?
Unfortunately, I don't. Unlike most of the locals, I have no qualms about assisting law enforcement. But this affair has passed me by completely.
And most of the locals?
In Martinez, the union is the law. So can you really blame them?
But you don't have a problem with the cops?
Cop is a pejorative term. I don't have a problem with policemen. On the contrary, I admire the effort to bring order to our streets.
So again, you don't know anything.
If I knew, I would not be afraid to tell you. I simply don't. I'm an old man, not a coward. The daily business of the riffraff no longer concerns me.
This is a man with a lot of past, but little present, and almost no future.
You seem to be playing in a crater.
Yes. The terrain here provides an interesting variety to a familiar game.
Do you know what created it?
I do. Fire from heavy artillery.
Okay, it's crater left by artillery fire, but why?
Why what?
Why was heavy artillery used?
Because that's what happens when communards hijack your country, execute your supreme leadership, and turn your capital into a slaughterhouse. You use heavy ordnance to clean up your home.
Wait, who are the communards again?
Commies, communists, socialists, anarchists, call them what you like. They just chose the name to feel special. Senseless sentimentality.
Did you use artillery fire against them?
Sadly, no. It was the foreigners who brought them to their knees. We fought valiantly. Too valiantly. So valiantly we got licked. Should have fought dirty, like they did with their suicide sex cult propaganda and mad anarchist women strapped to shrapnel bombs. We didn't so, and we lacked caliber. God bless him, but the suzerain's cannons simply weren't big enough.
Why shell them here in Martinez?
Because this place is a damn beachhead. Had to soften the commies up first.
The beachhead?
Yes. The military coordinated amphibious landing to take back Revachol.
He finds your lack of historic knowledge troubling, a sign of mental deterioration in the preceding generations.
Martinez was used as one of the 3 footholds in Revachol during Operation Deathblow in 08. The other 2 are off in Stella Maris and the Delta.
Nod thoughtfully and turn to look northeast.
This here is Blood Ground, where coalition boots first made landfall and cleaned those rabid dogs out. Most
They're still playing their game during this conversation?
Mangled corpses.
Blood ground. You got old René going there. Like he isn't hungry enough already.
That explains all the war damage.
Damn right, son. They laid the fire of hell on the city before they stormed it. And it worked, too.
He approves of this radical approach, knows it was necessary.
The rest of the city got cleaned up, but Martinez they keep as a monument. And now the Union Socialists are practically running the place.
Well, it's your own damn fault. You, we, the coalition, Revachol, whoever you want to blame, never finished the job. Officially, the party never surrendered. Of course, they still all influence.
You don't even begin to truly understand the players at the table, let alone the specific circumstances surrounding the... What do you think?
I think I'm bored by this history lesson and I want to go talk to somebody else. Nothing, I don't think, I just do.
I'm just so damn sorry it had to be the coalition. After 8 years of fighting those hyenas, boiling cats for food and drinking piss in the mountains, I would have preferred if the Right Honorable King Guillaume returned through Revachol, or even if that damn clan Frisel had risen from the grave and led us. Sadly, that was not the case.
This royal failure weighs heavily on him.
Instead, all that is just, holy, and beautiful in the world was wiped away, and now it's neon signs with toothpaste ads everywhere. Foreign influence peddling garbage and stupid music on the radio. This is just what the commies wanted. This was their plan all along. This is what they wanted to replace the role of the suzerain with. The suzerain is the king. Has everyone forgotten all?
Soon, they will forget everything. Him too. Then he chooses anger over melancholy.
It's no use talking to you. You were still in Daddy's balls when it happened. When we took our last stand against the filth and...
Thank you for your time. Let's go find that ball. I mean, I threw it in this direction. Can I even go in that direction? But I need to walk along the street? The spirited chirps and clicks of swallows fill the air. Tire tracks leading onto the roof. The slush and rain have almost washed them off. What? Real future line hurts every time. Question, did you argue with the closed container yet? I investigated it. I couldn't speak to it. I think I need a skill check or something to go back to it. Did I throw it into this building? Or past this building? Did you see a ball, sir? Roy's Pawn Shop. Fast cash for faster times. Gloves. How do I do that? Clothes. There we go. What are these? Other gloves. Well, we like electrochemistry. We're gonna boost our electrochemistry. I'm also not wearing shoes, am I? We don't really need shoes, do we? We'll put the shoes on. So many quests. Water lockout order until Wednesday, 7:15.
G'day to you, officers.
A burly man hangs out by the waterlock, carving up a generous serving of salami with an old hunter's knife. His eyes are fixed on a man stranded on the other side of the waterlock and on an enormous billboard that has fallen down into the canal between them. His posture is relaxed. Despite his powerful build and a knife in his hand, this man resorts to physical intimidation only infrequently, if at all.
First things first, what are you doing here, man on the waterlock?
My friend Barry the Butcher is stuck on the other side of the waterlock.
Oh.
I'm keeping him company and eating his salami.
How did that happen?
From the corner of your eye, you see a man in a yellow shirt and grey overalls waving at you from across the canal. He seems disappointed about the wreckage on the waterlock and the salami.
Very good stuff. Anything I can do for you, officer?
Did I How far did I throw that ball? Or do I need a new ball? What do you know? Do you know what caused this wreckage?
I wasn't here to witness it, but those look like tire tracks on that sign. Weird, huh? Then again, plenty of daredevil drivers in Revachol.
The words Daredevil Driver sound ominous to you.
Too bad it also takes a year and a day to repair anything around here, especially a waterlock. The rest of the coast is closed off till then.
Into the ocean? So the ball is gone. I need to get a new ball. Do you know what's further down the coast?
Well, there's the fishing village, an abandoned fish market, a bizarro church. Not much use to the congregation, though. There always seems to be something wrong with it. Yeah, not really much else. Just bombed out ruins.
Can I have some of that salami?
Sure thing. Want some too, officer?
Why not?
Why not? Thank you for the salami. I'm feeling like doing a quest. What do we have? Well, I ain't paying shit. Track down your badge. Do I have any leads on my badge? It's unclear how you should go about finding a tiny piece of plastic in a world as huge as this. Maybe you'll just stumble across it down the line? It seems like that's gonna happen. Not ask Kuno if he knows about the victim's clothes. Don't want to talk to Kuno. Call Sylvie using Kim's shortwave to ask whether she made the call. Let's do that. Who filed the crime? I'll look into the pawn shop later. I feel like I can go in there. I don't want to go in there right now. A sewer grate. Gateway to the river of filth. Where will you sleep if you don't pay rent? I'm a hobo cop. I don't need to sleep. I don't need a place to sleep. There's a bench right there. I can use that bench.
Inside,
that's the plan.
You see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
Run your fingers over one of the steering levers.
The white suede feels luxurious under the touch, and the metal clutch handle so very familiar in your palm.
Tap on the fuel preheater gauge.
As you tap on the gauge, the indicator pin jerks as if startled. It's in the large orange sector, indicating the engine is warm. Next to the gauge is a red switch labeled heat.
There's no use pressing the heat button. It won't start without the ignition key.
Alternative translation. Don't even think you can drive my MC.
Kim, what are we looking at? What is this machine?
This is the Kupris Kinema, my motor carriage. You can use the toolbox and the radio if you'd like.
Motor carriage, motor carriage. Something bad with a motor carriage. A dark lump rises in your throat.
What is this sinking feeling I have with the words motor carriage?
Nothing. It's probably nothing. Forget I brought it up. Please proceed with the carefree lollygagging.
Can we turn it on and drive somewhere?
No, I'm afraid not. We have a murder case on our hands, remember?
Okay, but what is a motor carriage?
A motorized vehicle, officer. I'm sure you are familiar with the concept. We've had these for nearly a century.
What's a breakthrough? Oh, this thing finished. Do all policemen in the RCM have such cool motor carriages?
The Kupris Motorcar does provide most of our patrol vehicles, yes.
In the cabin.
Okay, pick up the radio.
Precinct 57, how may I assist you?
I need you to connect me to a civilian, a Sylvic. She may have reported a murder.
Of course. What is her number, officer?
Kim, didn't guard give you Sylvie's number?
Yes, hold on. Her number is 005 1944 298.
Received. Hold on, officer.
Start slapping a marching rhythm on your thighs.
Give it a minute. She might be busy at the moment. Takes a bit to get to the phone.
Officer, I have Sylvie Malaika on the line for you. Yes, hello?
Hello, this is the police calling. I have some questions for you about your last days at work.
Oh, right. Hello, officer. What can I do for you?
You can hear resentment in her tone. She's not thrilled to be talking to you again. There is no resentment in her tone. She wants you to ask her out.
Ooh.
No question about it.
God damn it, I can't resist the voices. I also don't like the voices keep pushing me to harass women, though. I banged on that girl's door earlier. Hey, you want to grab a cup of coffee with me?
No, absolutely.
Oof. Damn. You quit your job at the Whirling. Why?
You mean, why did I leave the bar? Honestly, not really comfortable discussing it with you, sir.
Why aren't you comfortable discussing it with me?
Let's just say I left because I needed to get away from someone.
Get away from whom?
You know whom.
I know whom.
You think you hear a sliver of accusation in her words.
Oh shit. Me?
Don't be paranoid. She's obviously talking
Okay.
about someone else, not you.
You mean me? You needed to get away from me?
I really don't want to talk about this. Let's just forget about this, okay?
Alright, I won't push you on this. Are you ever coming back to work?
Maybe, I don't know. I just know I have to take some time off right now.
Was it you who called the police?
No, not me.
Maybe she knew the dead guy. But why didn't you call? Didn't a corpse behind your workplace bother you at all?
What? Of course it bothered me. But I thought the union already knew about the corpse.
What does this union have to do with anything? I meant us. You should have called the police.
No one calls the police. The union would get angry.
What do you mean by that?
You know, what the union says goes. People listen to them and they take care of their own, which is like everyone here.
Garbage.
I don't want to push on this. I see. Maybe there's something else you can tell me about.
I don't know what to tell you, officer.
Do you know who made the call?
No, sorry. I don't. Not a lot of people have phones around here. Copper thieves take the wires. People don't have the money to have the cables put in again. They use the union's phone, or the one on the coast.
It was someone else. We'll find them sooner or later, officer. It just might take a while.
Yeah, go on.
Have you seen my badge?
Yes, I know who you are. You're a police officer. The law.
My badge is missing. Have you seen it anywhere?
Oh, no, I haven't, sorry.
Real policemen have uniforms too, by the way. Where's yours?
Not my uniform, too! Kim doesn't have a uniform, and he seems real to me.
He's in plain clothes, voluntarily. It's different from not knowing where your uniform is. There are officers who wear the signature Perseus black uniforms to the highest ranks in the RCM and end up buried in them as well. Others do it more casually. Looks like you're one of them.
Have you seen my gun?
Please, no. Not this again. Everyone saw your cool gun, detective.
I showed you my gun? When did it happen?
You were trying to impress some people with it. Everyone was eating and...
Sounds like it's going to be bad. Do you really want to know?
And what did I do?
You were waving it around in everyone's face, begging them to describe it. You said it calms you, and then you started making suicide jokes. It got pretty graphic.
Some poor sod was trying to eat his pudding while you were screaming, spit flying, imitating the mercy shot right next to him. Spat some in his food. I don't think he touched it after. People tried to back away from you or even slip out of the door, but you screamed. I am the goddamned law, and you have to listen to me. You are all suspects in a murder investigation.
Okay, I don't know what to say.
Me neither.
Why would I threaten to kill myself? I mean, look at this world. I would love to stay.
There is silence on the other end of the line.
I should have killed myself.
No, please. No more suicide threats.
Oh, no.
Thank God you don't have that stupid gun anymore.
Yeah, but what happened to my gun?
No idea. All I know is next you were waving around money instead, saying things like big bucks cannot lie and guns can't buy money, but money can always buy guns. It almost looked like you pawned it, but believe me,
No way, it's at
I did not
the
ask.
pawn shop. Hey, I found my patrol cloak earlier. Have you seen any policemen? Have you seen my policeman uniform?
Uniform? I never saw you in any uniform. You had your things on, the disco things.
Somewhere rental apartment. 2 police officers stand in the dark. Trash and liquor bottles cover the floor. Things are not good. One of the men, trying not to slip on old newspapers, makes his way to the window and pulls the curtains apart. Roaches scatter as the light comes in. God damn. Officer Michelle Elfboy Williams speaks to himself. His partner, Sundance Fisher, looks at the patrol uniform he's wearing, then at an identical suit frame on the wall. It's blue and covered in dust. Let's get the fuck out of there. He turns to Williams. He hasn't been here in days.
Do you know how my paperwork ended up in the trash containers behind the whirling?
Well, you tried to jam it down the toilet, sir, clogging it completely. After I had unclogged the toilet and retrieved the paperwork, I threw it out in the trash, thinking you didn't need it. I am sorry about that. Anything else, Detective?
I think I got everything I need, thanks.
I do hope so. Please don't call me again.
-1 you asked her out. Wait, why does she seem angry with you?
Yes, you have obviously done something to upset her at the Whirling in Rags, when she was still working there.
Wait, before you go, you're mad at me, right? Tell me, what did I do? I can't remember anything.
I'm not mad, it's just... You were so drunk and so emotional all the time, and then the skua thing happened. It just made me want to quit.
What skua thing?
The stuffed bird. The great skua. You threw it against the wall while screaming, "Fuck that bird," and laughing like a maniac. I think you said it had been giving you shit ever since you got there.
That sounds like me, alright. Bitch bird got what was coming to her.
Didn't seem like you had fun doing it, though.
So you're telling me I was the one who made you want to quit?
Yes, obviously. You were the worst client I've ever seen. And I have seen so many assholes in this place. I've had sailors fighting, union guys grabbing my ass, kids stealing booze. Once a guy was glued to the karaoke machine every night for 2 months. But you...
Go on, I want to know what I did.
Well, you were worse than all of them. Honestly, you were getting borderline aggressive. Even about little things like not turning down the volume at 3 a.m. I even liked one of those songs you kept listening to on repeat. No more. I hate it now.
Hold on, which song?
We Go On by the O.O. I can't listen to
Is that a real
it
song?
anymore. You've turned it into a parody.
Sorry about the song.
To hell with that song. Then there was your room. Your project. An experiment to see how bad it can get in there. I tried to send the cleaner, but you wouldn't let me. Threatened to make me understand. I had no idea what you meant, and I don't want to know. And then you screamed something about how you're actually a real cool guy, and no one understands it. One of the coolest guys there is. The coolest guy in Jamrock. Something about disco, too.
I'm sorry.
And then I had to deal with your toilet. The one you clogged with police documents, causing water damage downstairs in the kitchen. I won't even mention you waving your gun around, harassing customers, threatening to sing karaoke.
Threatening to sing
yourself.
karaoke. Okay, I get it. I wasn't a very good tenant.
No, you really weren't. You were simply the worst.
I am truly sorry for everything, Sylvie.
God, I knew I shouldn't have brought it up. Just try not to call me again, and let's pretend it never happened.
So, what else did I sing besides the OO? I'm looking for a song.
Oh, all sorts of things. Some disco, rock too. So much disco and rock.
Maybe you can help me identify this one particular song?
Which one would that be?
One that was really sad.
Sad? I think the one you mean is the smallest church in Saint-Saëns. Butchered that right up.
Interesting. You still have to find it, however.
Smallest church in Sens. Right, thank you for talking with me. Take care.
You hear a sigh of relief on the other end of the radio. Wordless, the call breaks. Then, the already familiar voice.
Anything else I can help you with, officer?
I suppose that's it.
57th, over and out.
In the cabin, you see a set of Mazovian socioeconomics.
Mazovian socioeconomics.
0.000% of communism has been built. Evil, child-murdering billionaires still rule the world with a shit-eating grin. All he has managed to do is make himself sad. He is starting to suspect Krasmazov fucked him over, personally, with his socio-economic theory. It has, however, made him into a very smart boy with something like a university degree in truth. Instead of building communism, he now builds a precise model of this grotesque, duplicitous world.
Left wing dialogue options give +4 XP. But it has 2 negatives. What are the bonuses from the shit compressing? All endurance white checks unlocked. I kind of am not interested in the communism thing if it's just a little bit more XP. Because then I get minus authority and minus visual calculus. I don't know. I can unlock something, right? Some kind of superstar. Okay, there's supposed to be people in here, right? Because of the time. Aren't there supposed to be people coming in? Strike workers or whatever? Can you get the sorry achievement from just talking to her? I didn't get any kind of achievement, so probably not. Okay. Let's go to the pawn shop. I like that it tells you that you can't, what's that about? Maybe a sea monster did this to the plaza. That it tells you when, you can't complete a side quest for now. Some kind of machine, an antique cash register? A bust of a woman. The plaque simply says DEI. In the dark, a film projector is whirring away. Mostly military wear, with a few more eccentric fashions thrown in.
A typical Martinez streetlight sits among assorted floor and table lamps.
Let your gaze run over the streetlight.
The light pole has been carefully cut, and the wiring has been redone and attached to a standard indoor plug. The light buzzes faintly, but persistently.
Is that a streetlight?
Yes, officer. As you see, it's in perfect working order.
Bird's Nest Roy. Bird's Nest Roy. Where did you get this?
It was brought to me to be altered.
We are not here to investigate the theft of city property.
We need it. But more XP means more skill points?
You have to admit it's rather clever what he's done with it.
How much for the streetlight?
700 real. A bargain, I dare say.
A bargain? No, it's not. He's trying to sweet-talk you into buying trash.
Are you out of your mind? There's one just like this on every corner.
The light has undergone 3 transformations, and every transformation, large or small, has a price tag.
What do you mean transformations?
Well, there are the cost of removal and rewiring. The most important transformation is the light's placement among ordinary indoor fixtures, which has adjusted its morphological field. The light became suitable for use inside the home just a few days ago.
I will come back when I have 700 Ray Ray? Is that is that what it's called? Rael?
It's not often that I see officers from the RCM in my pawn shop.
I'm looking for a gun.
What can I do for you?
His courtesy is not insincere, but he prefers being alone with his projector, just watching the movement of light across the walls of the shop.
Sorry, I feel like I'm interrupting you.
Oh no, not at all. I guess I haven't had many customers lately, RCM or otherwise.
Who are your customers usually?
All kinds of people come through here. Locals, travelers, people looking for a deal, people looking for a keepsake, people who are terminally bored. As you can see, I have a wide selection of goods for everyone to choose from.
Quite the collections indeed.
It keeps me entertained.
Entertained? He might be high. If he is, on what?
Oh yeah, electrochemistry. Is Roy high? And if yes, then what is he on?
Feeling warm and enthralled by the movement of light, while the mind continues to race forward. Lucky bastard. He's probably on Pyrrolidon. It's tough to come by on the street.
Pyrrolidon? Pyrrolidon? What is that?
A drug developed by the military to treat and prevent radiation sickness. It has psychedelic side effects, and it makes your eyes turn yellow.
Straight to the point. So where does a man get Pyrrolidon these days?
How would I know?
There's a note of indignation in his voice. Interesting. Those triangle patches on his vest, you have a feeling they mean something, like they're similar to the halogen rectangle on your jacket.
Chill out, man. I'm a chill out cop who just wants to have some of what you're having, wink.
Pyrrolidon is just something since the People's Power disaster. I was with the Emergency Relief Brigade. Had to take it for radiation sickness.
He's taken it for mental and emotional, not physical pain these days.
The People's Pile? What's that?
A bad idea. Some poor leftist built a particle decay generator in hopes of bringing affordable electricity to underserved communities. It malfunctioned. Radioactive waste everywhere. Probably some of it in you too.
Tell me more about this emergency relief brigade you were part of.
We were an all-volunteer force, self-organized. Tried to help the fire brigades contain the spill. I lived by the river since I was a small boy. The Esperance didn't have the art to let it all go to shit without trying to do something to help out. There wasn't much the volunteer force could do, however. We wasted years in the river mud. Years getting sick.
It must have been tough, radioactive cleanup.
There's a reason why everyone's tried to forget any of it ever happened, and why no one has tried to repair or replace the pile. So much disappointment, and early deaths. Cancer mostly. And we knew all that was coming even as we were cleaning up as best we could.
Whose fault was it that the generator failed?
No one's. Everyone's.
So much bitterness.
A bunch of poor people built themselves a primitive nuclear reactor, hoping for the best. What do you think is going to happen?
How did you end up running a pawn shop?
The cleanup happened 15 years ago. I was young then. Later, my second aunt died. Left me this shack and all the assorted junk in it. So I came to Martinez. People told me don't go there. It's a shithole. I said, people, we just had a nuclear pile meltdown. I'm gonna get as far away from Forburg as I can. Still in the same city, but...
Thank you for telling me.
I like the theory more than the story. Outward movement, not vortices.
Yeah, you gotta get in on those vortices, my man.
Care to share some of your... I forget how to say that word already. Pyrrolidin? I don't even know.
Have you tried it before?
Let's hear it again.
It's almost like he's worried for you. The lieutenant steps away, pretending to admire some of the knickknacks on display. Looks like he doesn't want to get involved. Go ahead then, he thinks. As long as you can walk straight, I don't care.
I think I've tried it. I ride Pryho every day.
Every day? You look the part.
Oh yeah.
Here you go, man.
Yes, darling. That's the coalition government ordained Pyrrolidon.
Pyrrolidon.
Straight into your gut.
Thanks, man.
Of course.
By the way, do you happen to have any guns? Like the ones carried by cops?
Someone else came here earlier today asking the same question. I promptly sold her the gun you pawned a couple days back.
Her?
What? Sold? The lieutenant shifts from one foot to another. Alert.
Wait, I sold you my gun?
You were adamant about getting rid of it, officer. Said you were undeserving of a service weapon of the Revachol Citizens Militia. And I don't like keeping guns around the shop for long. Off the charts photon emissions. The unhealthy kind.
He's not telling you the whole story. It seems he's trying to spare you.
I feel like there's something you're not telling me.
You weren't quite yourself, officer.
What was I like?
You were very distraught. You said the gun was a threat to your life and that you can't trust yourself with it tonight. And that you need the money. When I said that I don't normally buy firearms, you put the gun barrel in your mouth and sort of sucked on it. Then I agreed to take it.
You sucked on a gun? Good. Very normal.
Wait, how much did I sell the gun for?
$15 real.
Wow.
The lieutenant looks from you to Roy, and then back to you. It's clear that he hopes this tableau might still turn out to be a bad dream. It's not, though. This has got to be the most. Wow. There's pity there, too. In case you didn't notice.
Happens to the best of us, I guess.
It certainly does. Especially in Revachol.
Was the buyer a policeman, too?
She didn't seem like a policeman. Although she kept referring to herself as a pig. Which was odd. I found her interest in the gun a bit obsessive. But I was just happy to get rid of it. And of her. Truth be told, she was terrifying.
Right, so let me get this right. You sold your sidearm, issued by the Citizens Militia, and now a civilian is running around the streets of Martinez with it?
Miraculously. His face does not reveal what's happening inside.
She must have been one of my rabid fans. I don't like it either. What if she intends to commit a crime and blame it on the Citizens Militia?
You're right that she could cast aspersions on the force. We have to find out.
Any idea where I can find this buyer?
My apologies, officer, but I have no idea where she was coming from or where she went.
Have people from Everett Clare's Union come here to track that gun?
Maybe. Shady-looking guys came in here yesterday, looking like they'd just taken off their Wild Pines overalls. They asked if I have a police weapon to sell. I told them I already sold it. They went their way. It was a trip, but you know...
Maybe Claire really is tracking down your gun.
At least I know how I lost my sidearm. Let's talk about something else.
Of course.
You might be able to aid our investigation.
I doubt it, but I can try and answer any questions you may have.
Know anything about the recent hanging?
I do my best to keep my distance from all manner of butchery. Bad for business. Bad for everyone.
No one likes to see what you have to see every day.
Think you could help me get a corpse out of a tree?
The corpse behind the hostel, I assume. I don't have a truck with a mounted platform or anything of that sort myself. Ask around the harbour. There might be some workers there who'd be willing to help.
That's all I've got.
The pawnbroker's gaze is already fixed on the dancing colors.
There's something I'd like to sell.
Let me have a look.
I'll check my pockets.
Anything else you're thinking of selling?
Lieutenant's handkerchief. Postcard. Postcard. Photo of happy couple. I don't want to sell any of that. I don't have anything to sell.
Another time, perhaps.
Hey, so we've been monitoring you internally, and now we know your copo type.
Wait, what are copo types?
Yes. Guess what's yours?
Cool cop?
No, you're the sorry cop. The cop who's sorriest. Let's make it official then, shall we? Huge lack of enthusiasm going on in here.
I'm sorry, Upton. Why not? Upton.
Of course you are. It's okay. See if you can get something out of this, like info. Or maybe every time you say you're sorry, you get $1 million. The boomboxes on the shelf look well-loved and well-traveled. Chipped, dented, they stare at you with the unblinking eyes of their tape reels.
Stand on the tips of your toes to see more.
One especially catches your eye. Deep gold and amber plastic with a big old handle on top. A classic boombox that says Stereo 8 approved. This is you. Golden orange. A sunset suite. Just make sure it works before you buy it.
Are you sure this is all in working order?
Absolutely. I've tested each one myself with recordings of speech, found sounds and music from a variety of genres, even though I don't really like music.
Shopkeep, this Stereo 8 approved machine here.
It's the Harman Welsh W2, made in Vespa, designed in Seoul.
I'm buying
Plays
that.
all reel-to-reel formats. 2mm, 8mm, 12mm. It's even got a little radio in there. It'll set you back 12 real.
What I really want to know is, could this device come handy in my police work?
If police work means playing tapes, sure. You can use it for that.
Like a beach party. With sand and sun and seagulls dancing on the breeze.
Theoretically, could I bring it to a beach party?
Theoretically, yes. But we don't have time right now. It's generally murder investigation first, then beach party.
Okay, Kim, I'll just rock out with Roy then.
I don't like beaches. They accumulate too many photons. It's always chaos out there. But live your life, man. You can use it at a beach party if you want.
Buy the
And
boombox.
here you are. Quality sound reproduction on the go. It'll play anything, wherever. Turn any tape
It's so
into
good
a
with spending money.
conversation of
Hobo Cop. Completed.
Technically, you wouldn't be a cop anymore, but a hobo. That would mean game over for the cop chapter of your adventures. But who knows where the hobo part takes you? To the bar? The old L'Assommoir? To the pier or the sewers? To Le Royaume, where for 300 years they interred the dead. You could plunder royalist crypts for long-forgotten triple malt bourbon, then fight the Arden-Macan beast that lurks the bottommost sepulchres. The secrets of the city are all yours at last.
Oh yeah, hobo time.
You see rows of toy soldiers guarding the rest of the trinkets displayed on the table. Some on horseback, others in rags, others yet in bright blue uniforms. All are stern and unyielding in their duty. Try to find something pretty and cool here, then use it to win her back.
Win her back?
Everything
No.
you pick out seems faded, chipped, and sad somehow. Most of them are just broken toys.
When you're back?
Yes. Buy something nice. A figurine.
Knights on horseback.
Big men on big horses, clad in lamella armor and carrying flintlocks. The kind that would mow down a line of enemy soldiers in the blink of an eye.
Who are they?
Franco-Nigerian knights. I used to be very serious about these guys.
A long, long time ago.
Inspect the blue uniforms.
They're not all blue. These figurines also wear gold coats and caps, complemented by orange trousers. They are variously posed, wielding swords and rifles with bayonets.
Wait, this looks like Rene, the old guy who was playing petanque?
This is what the loyalists looked like, yes, at first. Then they wised up and got camouflage.
Are these royalist soldiers?
Which ones? Ah, those. Yes, they are. I find the paint job a bit gaudy, but children like the bright colours indiscriminately.
Inspect the figurines and rags.
This set of soldiers isn't meant to look impressive. A few have rifles, but most of them carry pistols. Some even shovels and tall sticks.
Point at the figurines and rags. Are these even soldiers?
You're probably talking about the revolutionaries, yes? Yes, they are soldiers. Revolutionary soldiers. I think their poverty has been exaggerated for effect. When you place them next to the royalists, it doesn't seem like they could possibly win.
The contrast is meant to be disheartening. It's meant to give people hope. Even we can do it.
Maybe.
He seems to have his own...
Let's leave. I think the gun thing is going to continue on later. Okay, let's actually progress one of the main things. I remembered... You have the key. The door's behind the greenhouse in the yard. A basement door. There's a door I need to unlock. For Everett. And that feels like one of the main things. Getting the body down and getting this, continuing on with Everett's thing. How do I get behind the greenhouse is the question. Because I did see the greenhouse is over here, but that's on the other side of a fence. This. There's stairs there. Didn't mean to press on that. Hopefully I wasn't at full health. Can I go around the buildings? There we go. Oh, maybe not. Oh wait, yeah, this way. Why is this world actually huge? Well, let's investigate a little bit as we explore.
This is a wall on the side of an apartment building.
Well, 3%, why not?
You have no clue. It's so many walls all...
What's this? Ooh, money. And magnesium. The garden hose. This won't be of any use until the snow melts. Somebody's up there. They have a view of the crime scene. A balcony with a view into the yard and the hanging. Is this locked?
There must be another way into the building.
Okay, Kim is suddenly bass boosted? Bass boosted? Are you loud now?
Yes?
He decided to just fry the speakers for a
It's been
second.
a week and now they show up?
Did you guys hear that on your end? Is this the apartment? Orange bum hat. We are Hobocop. What happened? Yeah, I think you guys heard that. I have no clue. Is this where I'm supposed to go?
This must be it. The basement door is weather-worn. The copper nails holding the upholstery in place have turned green from sea air, and there's a knocker shaped like a lion's head. The royal lion, Guillaume's kitten. This knocker will last a lifetime and then some.
Just use the key.
You try to be as silent as you can.
I want to go inside. He told me not to, but I'm going to go.
Loosen the bolt. Finally, the door unlocks with a small clack. Thoughts race through your head. Only curiosity could account for stepping over that threshold. Maybe there's treasure in there. A white alligator. A fountain. As you hold the open door, you can feel the air moving.
Let's save. How do I save? We haven't done a full save in a while, have we? Enter. He told me not to, but you can't stop Hobocop.
A row of mugs sits on the shelf.
Mugs,
Each
you
one
say?
depicts a human figure. A dark-skinned woman grinning amidst mysterious symbols. A broad-shouldered man shoveling potatoes, and others.
Tap on the mugs.
A little ring. Though cheerful, the images on the ceramic make you vaguely uncomfortable. The images betray a lack of interest in human beings. They are merely unflattering caricatures.
What do I mean uncomfortable?
The owner of these mugs doesn't like people of other ethnicities very much.
I see. I found one of their mugs. Typical asshole.
This person is unhappy. The lieutenant picks up one of the mugs, then puts it back down with a look of disdain.
I'm beginning to feel better about breaking into this man's apartment.
Whip out your yellow man mug and compare.
Yes, your broken mug friend would feel very much at home here. The same humor, the same mocking lines.
There's the missing tin soldier. Whoever lives here might have used the Whirling's container to dump his trash.
Yep.
And now they've drawn the ire of the Union.
But how did they get access to it if it was
Tickets,
locked?
as they say.
Perhaps you should break into apartments more often.
Do you think it's the same person who put the dead man's clothes in the trash?
Who knows? I'm not expecting too much from these clothes in the trash lead either way. It might turn out to be some random local matter, but still, a nice coincidence.
Whoever lives here admires fair-haired fantasy heroes with big mustaches. Oh, I love taking clothes. A book titled The Hidden World of Walking Sticks lies open. You can almost feel the warmth of the red sun on the flag. Magnesium. A small suitcase full of clothes. Guess they're staying over? Well, we're done here. I stole something. I have a feeling someone's gonna be out here, though, as I exit. Oh no. Okay, do you have anything to say from this side?
Are you trying to sneak up on me? Come to slit my throat in my sleep? Pigs come to take me out? Trying to snuff me out?
No, why would you even say that?
Then why are you sneaking up on me like that? It's not a good idea to scare me, pig. Not a good idea at all.
Okay. How long have I been going for? We can go a little bit longer. Why is this world actually so huge? Does it keep going? It felt so small when I had first exited the Whirling in Rags for the first time. Okay, I'm gonna go back to Everhart. Maybe I'll talk to some of the strike people on the way over there. What's this about? Enormous bulls. Worthy of a real man. Closed for winter. Please use main entrance. Trash can? Hobo cop? Nice. What's this? Money? Oh, is this the guy? This is the guy's name I keep seeing in chat. I'm not ready to speak with him yet.
So, how'd you like our harbor?
It was nice enough.
It's but a rest area on the path leading across open plains. Right. You talk to the boss, eye to eye, like men of the plain. If you have any more questions, I'm set to talk.
That weasel I visited. Turns out he has one hell of a colonial mug collection.
Yeah, the janitor who gave me the key to his apartment said the guy's a bit of an asshole.
Yeah, his mug collection certainly represented antiquated social values.
Like I said before, I don't know much about this weasel, but the bossman said he's a real piece of work. Thanks.
Oh no, that's not the guy? Case of strike. Press button behind guard. I didn't go this way. What's over here? Oh, there's a big fella. Maybe that's the guy. Already looked at all this. Guess I can investigate that container again. I doubt I'm going to be able to open it. I never looked at that. A composite eye of halogen lights watching you, emitting a low buzz. So the containers, the controllers.
You're back before the cargo container. Its draw has not lessened since you were last here.
3% chance, hell yeah.
It seems to have grown, and as it's
Pile of cargo belts used for heavy lifting. One says vermilion. Yeah, the same belts that were used to hang the guy. I did your thing. I forget what I was getting in return, but I did it. I'm also gonna save before speaking with them.
Mr. Dubois, every worker...
As a living god.
Ha ha ha! Mr. Dubois, so be it. How can I help you today?
Could you help me get a dead body down from a tree?
You might have noticed there's one hanging on a tree behind the hostel cafeteria.
Oh my. Don't take this question personally, but why would I get involved in this matter?
Mr. Clare, the man was hanged with a cargo belt. A steel-reinforced cargo belt. It's safe to assume the Union had something to do with the murder. Besides, getting the body down would benefit all of us. It's a stain on the neighborhood.
You are a community leader. Help your community out.
I can certainly see how having him up there might start affecting some real estate values. But of course, all joking aside, I am going to help you. Jean-Luc, my boy, I'm sending 2 police officers down. They have a dead body in a tree problem they need help with. Namely, they need it to be taken down. And Jean, please take it easy with the race signs. That's a yes to getting the body down, no to the race signs.
What?
You can find Jean-Luc down at the gates. He's the big impressive one. You know, tattoos, muscles,
I
ethnic
see.
looking. Can't miss him. Great guy.
I opened the door you asked me. Can we discuss the murder now?
I'm very glad to hear that, Harry. One question. You didn't actually happen to stumble in and see what's inside the apartment, did you?
You know I did.
There is no way to sway this man in any direction. He is unsuggestible and unswayable. Just tell the truth.
I may have gone inside and seen a collection of racist mugs.
Just as I thought. Culturally antiquated mug collection. What a weasel. pissing on Everart's Rainbow Coalition. Now let's get down to brass tacks. It's time for men like me and you to figure out who's killed who and why. Real police work is gonna start happening now. I promise you, Harry, this is gonna be good.
The mug collection I've mentioned was in the apartment. I found a similar mug in the trash with the hanged man's clothes.
Racist mugs in the trash and in the apartment? You guys are just light years ahead of me. I have so much confidence in the ability of your organization. I'm relieved you're doing this and leaving me to do what I do best. Helping people. With the power of politics.
Yes, yes. Do you think this weasel is somehow connected to the murder?
Oh, no. I don't cross paths like that. All I want is for you to succeed in your investigation. I would never complicate things for you.
But this weasel might have cleaned up after the killers.
Believe me, Harry, he's a nobody. Just your basement variety nobody. Can't imagine him being connected to a high-caliber case like this. But he does live nearby. Maybe it's a pedantic weasel. Fascists are known to be neat freaks. I feel like a real detective right now, Harry. Am I getting this right?
Great technique. You'd make a great sergeant.
Would he? I'm not so sure about it.
Oh, you're too kind, Harry. Way too kind. I know I'm not a real police officer. You are.
That's all he's going to say on this subject.
You said the lynching and the strike are related. How?
By now, I'm sure you've figured out who the dead man was working for. The bad guys. Wild Pines. Sent to scare us. Another violent measure of the top hats against us flatcaps.
What do you mean?
Harry, this strike is the culmination of many, many mistakes made by the Wild Pines group. They tried to shut the strike down by sending in armed mercenaries.
You mean our victim?
A security contractor? Can you imagine that? Workers standing in peaceful protest, united in the spirit of fellowship, and they send hired killers to mow us down with machine gun fire? I'm talking beasts, hardened killers from proxy wars in Yisut, Semenine, Saramoritsa, you name it, they've done it. Raping, killing, burning villages, killing little children for the Senorita Pineapple Company, Harry. Everything they did there, they brought over here. They want to turn Revachol into a third world slum. Honestly, the only thing they didn't do is kill the village elephant.
Go on.
Now, I haven't personally witnessed the brutalities out there. I have the luxury of staying in my container, you see. If I need to go somewhere, they just move my container.
Is that really true? Wait, they moved the container?
Yes, I'm an old man, Harry. My legs aren't what they used to be. They lift my office with that big crane. It's actually very fun. You should try it. But enough about me and my fun container. The killers the company hired, I think there were 3 of them, all hardened commando types. One of them got downright suicidal, getting drunk, violent, a little rapey. Even their own negotiator couldn't control him. That's your boy, the one who likes hanging out and trees.
What makes you think the Wild Pines negotiator can't control them?
Harry, what you need to realize is, we dock workers are not pushovers. We got grit, Harry. This whole neighborhood does. Push us hard enough and we push back. And when we do, we push to kill.
Wait, the whole neighborhood is in on it?
Potentially, Harry, potentially. We got arm wrestling champions, rowing club people, ex-coal miners, tough guys, all ready to spring into action for their home base.
Who exactly did the pushing?
There's a militant wing inside the Union. A group of people whose duties don't involve manual labor, but peacekeeping in the neighborhood, making sure everything runs smoothly. They're like you guys. Idealistic people who want to make sure bad things don't happen. And if they already have, well, punishment must follow.
So these idealists killed our victim?
One day Titus Hardy, leader of this peacekeeping faction, comes up to me and says, "Boss, socialist democratic fervor drove us to take it upon ourselves to kill this beast that was burdening the land." He probably worded it differently, but that was the idea. Sure sounded to me like they killed him. I gave them 2 weeks paid leave and told them to lay low to avoid retaliation.
Aren't you worried we might arrest them for this?
Oh, I'm not at all worried about that. These are not the kind of men who get arrested. They're Martinez boys, tough and gritty. I'd like to see the man who takes them in. Besides, I sent my lawyer girl to look after them.
Lawyer girl.
If he's just boasting, then it sure doesn't feel like that to you. He's not worried.
How do you know the mercenaries were hired by the shipping company?
How do I know? Let me tell you about these people. That's their MO. It's what they do. Last winter, some poor workers in Terminal E went on a little strike. The company sent in Sediment, a security contractor. The strike was over the workers' right to wear protective footwear, Harry. These guys turn up and start beating people. Tell you what, Harry, I wouldn't be surprised if we got the same mercenary company after a little rebranding. And I'm sure as hell not surprised to see an army of scabs under my gates.
So you believe the scabs were organized by the security contractor?
You said it. Hell, one of those guys looks big enough to take down that proverbial elephant. Boys like that don't just happen to show up during strikes.
He's not scared of them. If anything, he likes them being here. Strange.
You mentioned a lawyer girl.
Oh, Liz is a bright one. I paid for that law degree myself, thinking it'll probably turn her all fancy. But hell, Harry, she came back a firebrand socialist. Sometimes she scares me with her zeal.
Tell me about Titus Hardy and his crew.
Oh, they are simply fine young men, all 7 of them. Exemplary union members, always working to advance their position in the local socialist democratic movement. Core members. Old Theo used to run them, but things really kicked into gear when Titus took the reins and named the group after himself. Gotta love his initiative.
Interesting. Who's second in command?
They're almost all of them great guys, born leaders. Whatever happened, I'm sure they only had the best interests of Martinez and Revachol in mind. Work with them. Hell, interview them. But don't fight them. They really are just like you. Men who like beer, women, and some order on the streets.
Where can I find them? The Union booth in the Whirling was empty.
You know what, Harry? I got a feeling they're gonna show up in full force tomorrow.
I see.
The lieutenant marks something in his notebook.
In the future, I could use your backing. Could you ask the Hardy boys to cooperate?
But of course! It's the least I can do for my good friend Harry. I'll do it right after we've concluded this talk.
When you meet this Titus, tell him about this. See what he has to say.
Also, Harry, here's 5 real.
Wait, why are you giving it to me?
I'm not giving you anything. I'm just holding out 5 real.
Okay.
The lieutenant watches you pocket the banknote. He looks a little puzzled. How many micro bribes would this guy take?
I will take all of them.
Good boy. A real team player. Now,
I can't even
do you
afford
have
my
any more
bed for the
questions?
night.
Was it a good talk? I'm not sure we made much headway here. I was hoping we'd bust the case wide open. Heck, I even wanted to tell you what I really want to achieve with the strike. I don't know what happened, Harry. I wanted you to feel like Mr. Martinez. And of course, I also wanted you to find your gun. But it's like I can't completely trust you. Yet.
Yet?
Yes, Harry. It's like I can't fully trust you if you're not a man of the left. I want to, but I just can't.
He's been hurt too much in the past by men who aren't social democrats.
What's that supposed to mean? I'm more left than you are.
You're saying it, but I don't believe you. You know how it is, company snitches, agent provocateurs everywhere. I'm barricaded in this fortress of mine, and I need to get a message out. Will you help me?
If you want to pay me again.
And what would this entail?
Once again, I require nothing unethical or illegal of you. You just need to get 2 little signatures on this piece of paper, and then mail it to my accountant in La Delta.
What are these signatures for?
I'm glad you asked, Harry. The Union is going to build a modern youth centre in Martinez. It will be righteous. We're gonna get those teenagers off drugs and on roller skates. There's a nameless little street on the coast with some old houses around it. Most people have already signed. I just need 2 more signatures to get this mission off the ground, Harry.
What will happen to the current occupants?
They are just gonna have to deal with the construction noise for 6 months.
Oh, it's just
and then they'll
noise?
be
I thought they'd
living
be
like
evicted.
kings, right next to a fancy new youth centre designed by the best architects from Stella Marie.
Kim, what do you think of this?
It depends. I don't think what we just got from Mr. Clare was very useful.
But he thinks it's your call.
As I said, it weighs
We're
on me.
in.
You bring joy to my heart, Harry. Such a pleasure to be working with you. Here. You need to get signatures from Isabel Sadie and Lillian Carter. The cul-de-sac is right past the pawn shop and across the canal. I hear there is some trouble with the water lock, but they should fix it by Wednesday morning.
I see.
Once you have the signatures,
I don't even know what
mail
today's
to
day is.
13022 La Rocca in La Delta. Then I'll know you're a solid socialist.
I did it, effort? I made it even shadier? What is this talking about?
What?
The brew! The shady brew!
Oh, how could I forget your little side project? Well done, Harry. Well done. Don't even tell me what it was. But good job. I love it when workers take the initiative like this.
So do I. That's one tasty brew.
I never used
You
it.
should drink some right now, if you can.
See you soon, Debardeur. Just kidding. But not too...
Some kind of superstar.
Oh yeah, superstar.
They say the world isn't ready for a rock and roll cop. No one wants their state monopoly on violence to be mixed with celebrity worship. They claim to know it would be dangerous for detectives to rise
Still
to the
Monday?
ranks of demigods and have sexual encounters with
I feel like this
barely
game is gonna take forever to finish.
It would be
I
insane.
feel like I've barely
they
done
say.
anything yet,
To
and
all
I
this,
keep getting
you
more and
say,
more to do.
Fuck off and die, in a cool voice. You people have no idea how good these cops are gonna get. They're gonna crack 20 cases a day. In the future, cops will be like astrophysicists, or prime ministers, or prophets. And you're the first one.
Why are those connected? What does that mean? Internalize. Okay, I want to go at least see the guy I'm supposed to talk to about getting this body down. I think it's just the guy in front of the gate. I might not talk to him, but that's gonna be it pretty much. Just want to be in the area I'm supposed to be in, so that I'm not confused when I pick this up next week. And I'm gonna go through my inventory before I end too. Maybe we'll have a smoke. We'll have a smoke right here even. Smoke button. Is that the smoke button? Why does it go white for a second? Oop. Here we go. Oh yeah, so intelligent. Alcohol. +1 physique, -1 morale. Oh, what's that about?
Well, hello?
Hello.
Someone seems to have found himself a bottle of alcohol. Here's where the magic happens.
Electrochemistry is my best friend.
Light reflects off the thermal cup. The borscht may not look like much, but doubtless it'll get the job done. Better pop it open before it gets cold. Wow, the gods of mass production have made this alcohol container laughably easy to open. A child could have done it.
Open the bottle.
There's a satisfying pop as the cap comes off, and the hair on your back rises like an army at attention. You've been here before. Welcome back, detective. You're home now. You see a flash of teeth. A young woman smiling at you near some railway overpass in your ruined past. She is gorgeous, and she is yours.
Take a sip.
A golden sun melts down your throat. Its rays filling your nostrils with sunshine. Your stomach melts from it into a happy, gooey mess. So does your mind. All the bad things are melting. You're you again. A real cop. A real detective. Incredibly well done.
In the bottom right corner of the screen, there's an alcohol button.
Alcohol
Alcohol
button.
gives +1 to physique skills. Physical instrument, half light, electrochemistry, and...
From the void we came, and to the void we must return.
I mean, it says this is alcohol and smoking button, but is this not... it feels like it's more just for buttons for what's in my left and right hand. Doesn't the icon change if I do that? Oh no. I guess it is just alcohol and smoking buttons. But I think I might still need to hold it. Wait, minutes left. Wait, is it a temporary use thing? I thought it was permanent stat upgrades. That's disappointing if it works like that. I guess it's the equivalent of chems. Fallout. Okay, well that's gonna be it for today. Next, when we pick this up, I want to talk to this guy down here and then the guy upstairs. We'll finally probably figure out what's with the body. Anyway, that's it for today, guys. Next stream, I forget when, but it's I have it posted on YouTube on the community tab. We will be doing any percent runs, and hopefully, I found out that the streamer I watch figured out how to get YouTube channel points, like on Twitch working, and I was like, oh shit, I didn't even know that was the thing. So I'm gonna see if I can figure out how to set that up, because I think that'll be fun, and we're gonna play around with that all stream if I get that to work. And then I'll need to come up with some kind of, I don't know, something to spend the points on. Well, we'll see, we'll see. But that's it for today, guys. Thank you for watching and being here with me. Goodbye.